Okay.
Right.
It's fine.
You want tea?
I do, but if it makes you feel some type of way to get it, then you don't have to.
I'm gonna get the tea.
Thank you.
All right, guys. That was a bit of a domestic right there. Hope you enjoy that. Shall we intro?
Hi guys, it's just Gina here with Big Brent Juice and Brent's not here. And this is Meet Us After 7. Oh, that's clearly not connected.
Yeah, it's not connected.
Wrong phone?
No, right phone. Just
Right place.
didn't connect the Bluetooth there. Let
Wrong
me just
time.
start that again for you guys. All right, from the top, please.
Hi guys, it's just Gina here with Big Man News. What?
You gonna say Finchley?
I don't know where. I was going to say featuring. I don't know.
Future.
Hi guys, it's just Gina here with Big Man News and Brent, and this is Meet Us After 7.
I'm pressing play, people.
Clap, 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 clap.
There we go. There we go. Up the volume a bit as well. Have some bombs. Rich boy. There you go. Episode 229. This episode is pre-recorded, by the way. Just in case we talk about anything that's like current.
Mm-hmm.
Gina is not here right now. She's currently in Ghana.
Yep.
So it's, what day is it today? Today is Friday, 2:30. Well, it's meant to be 2:30. This is a pre-recorded episode. So if anything is said that is out of date, then
Forgive.
we're sorry, but I just thought I'd give you guys the true context of the situation at hand. Yeah, very interesting conversation we had off here. I'm sure we can spill it over here without giving too much away.
Yeah.
Money management.
Forgive and forgive.
Very important.
It really is
Very important.
in this day and age.
It is important. But also, I think it comes down to like just what you're about, innit?
And this is the thing, right? Not everybody lives for the future. Some people generally live for the now.
Yeah.
And I guess it's about what is important to you.
Yeah.
Because money comes and goes, innit? Nothing's guaranteed. We all know this.
Yeah.
So I guess for me, I like to always live not on the side of caution, but have a balance.
Yeah.
So I still want to enjoy life as I see fit now, but I'm still preparing for my future because who's this? Like, for example, I feel like the pandemic has been a massive kind of like eye-opener or like just a reality check, to be honest with you, of how you can't plan for the future. And as much as you feel like things can, like financially, even from a business perspective, right?
Yeah.
Like the amount of businesses that have been impacted over the last year. Can you imagine, literally, was it yesterday that this time last year, it was declared that we are in like a national pandemic?
Yeah.
So it's literally been a whole year, right? And certain businesses have literally suffered and probably didn't predict for it. So yeah, it's for me, living for the now, cool story, but things like this have proper like made me think, listen, you need to like prepare for your future, innit? Because even like wanting to buy clothes and stuff like that, like I barely bought anything during lockdown, and obviously retail therapy is a thing, especially when we're all stuck at home. But I was like, this stuff generally don't mean shit, you know. Like I have nowhere to go. Like I'm gonna go spend $1,000 on footwear that's gonna just collect dust. Like, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas previously, I might have been more inclined. I wanted to change my car this year. I was ready to get the car that I wanted, visioned. And then now I'm like, I'm not spending that much money. I'm not doing it because I'm going to be driving to the petrol station in my house. Like if I'd bought the car last year, I would have been livid.
Okay.
Like mortified because the car I want is not cheap.
What car was it?
Do I have to say? No, I don't. I want a Porsche Macan or Cayenne.
Is that the Porsche truck?
The 4x4. Yeah.
I don't like those, you know.
I love them.
I've never liked them.
I love them. Absolutely love. There's two though. There's the Cayenne, which is the smaller one, and the Macan's the bigger one.
You know what it is? I've realised about myself, I don't like the truck versions of cars.
Okay.
I don't like the Lamborghini truck. Everyone loves it.
I don't get how, because the Urus,
The thing is,
obviously
yeah.
because I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
But if I got there,
I don't like it.
the first thing I'm buying is the Urus.
And I love Lamborghinis. Like, Lamborghini is my favorite brand of car. I love Lambos. But the Urus, I'm not feeling it.
Absolutely breathtaking.
The Bentley truck, not feeling it at all.
Bentley truck is nice though.
The Porsche truck, never really felt it either. I've never really liked the truck versions of the car.
You know. No, it's funny because it's not a truck.
Not a truck, sorry.
It's a 4x4, yeah.
Or the Range Rover.
Do you know what it is? It's because, okay, I don't like big cars.
Yeah.
Generally, yeah. I've never liked massive big cars. So the thing I like about the Porsche Macan.
Buy the car though, please.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
No,
Buy the car.
Anyway, but the reason why I like the Porsche Macan is because it's quite small. Yeah. Even though it's a 4x4, it doesn't look like a 4x4.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a cute. Yeah. And I don't like Ranges. Well, not like I don't like Ranges, but I just feel like I've
always loved Range Rovers.
I do, but I just would never get one because it's very saturated. Yeah. And like a typical car in our community. Not that I'm trying to be outside of the community, but I just I'm
about Ranges aren't that common in our community. The Range Evoque
is but I don't. But it's the thing. I don't like big cars.
I don't like the Evoque though.
I like the Evoque because it's small. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
No, the Evoque is cute. But to me, it's not a Range Rover.
I know, but I wouldn't buy the Range because they're just really big, and I like Evoques because they're small and the cuter version. So I will always. That's what I'm saying. Like the cars I like. Yeah. If I was gonna go get a Range, I'd get an Evoque, and I don't want to get an Evoque because it's like. Yeah. Yeah. So.
But you weren't gonna buy the Porsche outright, were you?
No.
Exactly. So you can still do it. You just put your down payment down.
No, I know, but still, even the maintenance of the car. Like, remember, I've got a car that is 1 litre. I need you to take me in.
Listen, diesel prices this week have gone up, you know.
My car,
I'm livid.
The car that I own is, I don't even see it. Yeah. I don't see anything. I don't pay road tax. Yeah. It's tiny. A full tank is like £35. Yeah. It's a 1 litre car. It's just so economically and financially efficient for me. Yeah. So to go from a smart to a Porsche, do you understand what I mean?
Gina, who cares? Live life.
See, this is what I'm saying, yeah? So the plan was for me to do that.
Yeah, black as well, yeah?
Yeah, come on.
Come on, man.
Of course.
Basically, Gina's
wants to get a Porsche.
A Porsche Cayenne. And I was saying, I don't really like...
No, a Macan.
No,
Macan is the small one and the Cayenne's the bigger one. But I don't like big cars. But the thing is, because you're better off just buying the Cayenne because it's bigger.
Yeah. So basically, we were talking about...
money management.
The convo we had off air, but without context. Okay. So money management, She's saying that she wanted to buy a Porsche, but because of the climate we're in right now, she's glad she didn't buy it. And that's kind of where we're at.
And Yusuff just like, buy the car.
I said, buy the car. Fuck it. Because... Listen, life happens.
No, obviously in life you have to, but I said, like the pandemic was a big wake up call and reminder because a lot of us feel like, oh, you know what I mean? Everything's guaranteed and stuff. And I was like, even like buying clothes and all that kind of stuff that I would kind of not waste money on, but just, you know what I mean? In the moment, really want it. Yeah. During the pandemic, I didn't have those urges anymore because I was like, where am I wearing this to? Like, where am I going? And obviously, if I did buy the car, I would have been livid, mortified because I'm just driving to the petrol station at my house. Like, that's it. Yeah. And then this car sitting outside, I'm paying 4 or 5 bills a month. I would have been livid.
That's kind of how I felt because I got my new car January last year. Yeah. So then 2 months later, we're in the pandemic. I said, I just got this car and now we're in lockdown. But obviously I've gone places, but I haven't...
No, of course, you know what I mean? But you haven't...
I haven't used it as much as I would have if it wasn't in the lockdown.
No, of course.
But obviously, all the little breaks we've had have helped though.
No.
But yeah.
Couldn't you have paused all of those payments because people were supposed to be indoors? They weren't supposed to be traveling?
I didn't look into it. I just carried on paying it.
Of course you could.
I don't think you could.
I don't think you could have.
No.
Did you check?
I didn't check.
Nobody was supposed to be driving their cars left, right and centre.
I know, but you know what? I didn't, and to be fair, I didn't need to, so...
Yeah, because you didn't get your Porsche.
Yeah, so I just kind of...
I'm getting an X6.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
It's a nice car.
It's very nice.
So my alternative... So this is the thing, right? I was like, am I going to like ease myself into it? But then it's not easing because the alternative car is not a small car either. It's... I always get this wrong. I think it's the GLC.
That's what I want to get, a GLC or GLE.
So it's either the GLE is the really big one, isn't it? The huge one.
But the GLC for me, aesthetically, looks better than the GLE. Even the GLE is a better spec.
Yeah.
The GLC C looks better.
My brother has one of those. I don't know which
Yeah.
one he has, but his one,
The one
the
that's
one
at
I
your house
want,
that time.
the white one.
That was a C.
Yeah, so I want,
Yeah.
and his is a sport
Yeah.
coupe.
Yeah.
It's so sexy,
Yeah.
but I want it in all black
Yeah.
with the black trimmings, everything.
Me and you might have the same car. Because I was
So-
going to trade this car in
For
that I have
that,
now.
That's
Was
like
that-
my design, X6.
yeah. So that's I know. So that's basically again.
Yeah.
If I wasn't gonna get it was basically either the Porsche
Yeah.
or the Mercedes,
Yeah.
and then I was like, maybe I should get the Mercedes and then get the Porsche. But then I was like, to me, they're kind of like the
If you
same.
want to get the Mercedes, let me know. I've got a guy for you.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got a guy as well. To be fair,
Okay. Might be the same guy.
no, my guy's in Collindale,
Okay, no.
I haven't got any guys.
Don't worry.
but it's only Mercedes.
Oh, no.
you
If
want BMW?
if you want the
innit?
BMW, speak to Marv.
About what?
I get
Which
it.
conversation?
No, Marv had the BMW.
But
Yeah.
the funny, my brother's got
He'd be like-
my brother's got a Porsche link.
Oh, yeah.
Trim a bit off.
Well, for you to break him off, innit?
Yeah.
But also, with that being said, I don't plan on getting until I get my house. So, like, that was always, that's the
Yeah.
main reason why I've not got it,
Yeah.
because I haven't sorted that out yet. So when that gets done, best believe after that, and I got my drive,
Yeah.
the next thing is me
Porsche.
getting my Porsche. So,
Have you entertained an electric car? Because I've also been looking into that because I'm guessing it's going to be the future.
It
But I
is.
want something sexy enough for me.
Have you,
to
there's a
justify.
Tesla that's sexy. So there's a guy near our gym,
think I've
West
seen it.
Ham,
Yeah.
who has the car because I only see it in that area. It's
Yeah.
a white like sports kind of.
I don't
The
really
cars-
like, I don't really like Tesla.
No, I don't. But his car's sexy, and when I
yeah.
saw it, I turned my head like, "Raw, what's like?" It literally was a raw. What's that kind of like? I've not seen that before.
Yeah.
But is it like a Jeep thing?
No. His car's small.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Obviously, you're a big man.
Yeah, can't do that.
You need a big car.
But maybe, is it this what you're talking about?
Brent, I'm short-sighted, so to be honest. Yeah, it is that. It's like a sports car, but it's quite. Yeah,
That's nice though.
it's nice.
I think with Teslas, it's more about what they do in it
Yeah.
than what they look like in it. Self-park and all that stuff. Self-drive. But yeah, now, going back to what we were saying before, yeah, I think it's important to have a balance of both living for the future and living for now. Because on one hand, you could live forever. You know what I mean when I say forever. On the other hand, you could die next week.
This is it.
So you have to have a nice balance of living for the moment, doing what you want at the same time, putting something away for the future.
Do you know what happened to me this week? Yeah.
What's that?
So I came to the realization that my in-laws are rich. I've kind of always heard that they were, yeah. Like my brother's,
Oh, I think you're talking about your brother's wife's
Right.
parents, yeah?
yeah, them lot are rich,
When you
innit?
say rich, how rich?
But
are you talking
I've always heard
about? Yeah,
they're rich.
Mm.
But you know, you've never seen it. Obviously, I
Yeah.
see them. They're humble though, innit? Like,
yeah,
whatever. So obviously, we're going
yeah,
as we are.
yeah.
We're going for a wedding, family
Yeah.
wedding, and like, my bro-
Oh, you're going for a wedding?
that's partly why I'm going as well.
Oh, okay.
And obviously, like, we're all doing plans for like Hindu's parties and stuff, innit?
Yeah.
And I remember my sister-in-law was like, "Oh, we're gonna do the Hindu in like
Yeah,
their like family home."
yeah,
And I was like, because obviously I've got a picture in my mind
Yeah.
of whatever I'm thinking. Yeah, I've never been to their house though, and they've done like a massive refurb like in the last year. And then I got sent the link of the crib.
yeah. Sick.
Let me even show you. I said, nah. I said, wait a minute. And you know what? Do you know why I'm annoyed? Because you know when you're like, wait, so you lot are rich,
Yeah,
and you're so in close proximity, it's mind blowing.
yeah.
Because I don't know anyone that's like got money like that. Do you get what I mean? So I'm like,
When you say rich, you're talking millions, right?
bruv,
Yeah. Oh, even.
like they're
Okay.
and you would never know because my sister-in-law. So
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah.
this is their crib,
Oh,
fam.
okay.
Think Yusuff.
Is there crib in Ghana?
Yeah.
But can't money stretch in Ghana?
No, because that house, I know the value in it was paid in dollars.
Yeah, this house is
It's
sounds special.
mad.
Sound epic.
When you
And-
say in-laws, like
50 Cent.
I don't
My-
know relationship.
Huh? My brother's wife's.
Oh,
Thank you.
Also, you want to know what's even sicker?
what's that?
So what they've done, yeah, is they've built 5 villas on one property.
Yeah.
Each child has their own house.
Okay.
And then you got the main family house. So it's like a long stretch.
Yeah.
it's
Oh, you're rich.
it's mad.
Yeah, it's mad.
I said, what?
Listen, wealth is needed, man.
And then I was like, do you know what? Yeah, like it really inspires me. Like really inspired me, and I thought, do you know what? If you work
It's
hard,
beautiful.
it's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Literally.
I still think that money stretches better back home than over here, to be honest.
No, of course.
No, it does.
But
It
of
does.
course, I'm not saying that it doesn't,
But
but
you can still
I
spend...
know the value of the house, and I know the value of the decor alone, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's still not small. It's in dollars. It's still
But I
not,
think-
it's still not small peas.
Depending on maybe the materials you use and stuff like that, you could still spend, say, I don't know, 10 million here and 10 million in Ghana. And depending on how you spend the money in Ghana, you can still kind of get the same value. You know what I'm saying?
And it depends. And also it depends, you know, because when we go, as much as you're from here and your money stretches, yeah,
They still add a little extra on
It's
because you're
pe-
from there.
The prices over there are hiked up, innit?
it depends
Foreign
on
tax.
and it depends on how you live.
Yeah.
So for example, like if you go and live how we live over there, everybody else probably thinks you're mad because it's crazy expensive. But obviously it's because what you're used to. But obviously the value of what we pay over here compared to there, do you know what I mean? But it adds up really quickly. So as much as you can go there and think, my money's gonna stretch, you will scratch your head within a week and be like, rah, I've blown X, Y, and Z. And it's because you're not clocking it.
Yeah.
So that's your brother's wife?
Yeah.
The brother who wants to keep using his mind?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have a brother, and that's his property and you don't even know about it?
I have a brother? What do you mean?
You said it's your brother's wife.
Yeah.
So it's your blood brother, right?
Yeah.
And you don't know
don't-
what he has in Ghana?
No.
No, that's not his brother's property.
It's not his. It's
his parents.
the parents
Sorry, her
of the
parents.
wife.
Oh,
That's what I said, my in-laws.
I didn't know.
And then I said my brother's wife's family.
Oh, so that doesn't trickle down to your brother then?
No.
Well, no, you said
Well-
that they each have a villa.
Yeah.
So that means her villa is
It's
like-
his, to be
a bit
fair.
different. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Vacay. You can stay over there.
No, but that means you could take advantage of her villa.
Oh, I just want you lot to know.
Yeah,
Content.
it's coming, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Content. They got a gym on the roof.
Oh, was it?
Content.
So what's the figures?
Of what?
In dollars.
I got told the decor alone was like 2.5, a quarter of a mil. And then obviously that's just the materials. And then I don't know how much they paid the lady. I think they paid the lady like 150k. And then I don't know how much the whole house is worth, but I mean, if you're spending 250, a quarter of a mil on decor, big man. And what they did was they had a house, they demolished it to the ground, then bought like lands next door, and then literally built everything from scratch. There's another video I don't have, my brother was showing me, where you literally see like each one, and like they've got like, you know, like fire escapes, like American ones where you've got off the roof and then you've got like the side thing that you come through. Like the house, it's
Dope.
genius.
What do they do for a living?
I don't know about the mum. I know she's from apparently old money, but the dad's pharmaceuticals,
Okay, right. Okay.
but legit pharmaceuticals, not
yeah.
not the man.
That's dope, man.
pharmaceutical- yeah.
That's dope.
No, they're
But yeah, but when you see again, when you like that's why when I was telling my mum, she was like, but Gina, I've told you. And I was like, no, but you know when people just talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got money. It's like, okay, cool. So I was like, wait a minute. Like this?
And how old are they?
Parents.
Yes.
I don't know exact numbers, but I'm gonna assume around my mum's age because they kind of all look like peers.
But you see how much you have to look forward to. At
No,
that age, they are now living.
But
right?
that's why I'm
Yeah.
saying it inspired me because I just thought, you know what, in this life, if you actually put your mind to it and work and grind hard.
But you're already like, your age,
Yeah.
them,
No,
they weren't where you are.
I know,
Yeah.
so because
Same.
apparently, because the dad always says how like he's impressed by our generation because when he was our age, he was nowhere near where we are. So it makes me excited because I'm like, I'm on the right path. And if I continue and put my head down, the possibilities are endless. And I'm
Beautiful.
thinking like my niece and nephew, like, you lot are set
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
those are your grandparents. Like, you lot are nice. Do you get what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. Do you think that we've got obviously advantages to us and hence why we're able to, like if you look at the entrepreneurship within our generation, it's much more than our parents. It's because we've got a lot more to play with.
Yeah, 100%. And we're a lot more confident, and I feel like we're not scared to take risks as much. And
Yeah.
also,
And then there's a lot more resources.
yeah,
available to
we've
us.
got a lot more resources.
They
And,
didn't have much.
and also, what was I gonna say? Like,
We have the internet.
Yeah.
we've got
that
literally,
connection is different.
exactly,
Yeah.
like to reach global, like global and worldwide, like in an instant, whereas they didn't have that. So, and there's a lot more being created. So, for example, like the fact that you can make careers off the internet,
You can make a career off of anything these days.
literally.
A man sold his collection, digital collection,
Oh, the
for
NFT.
$69 million.
I saw that still.
Mad.
69 million digital collection.
I saw that.
It's not even real.
The thing is, the fact that people on the other end are willing to pay that baffles me.
But why does it baffle you?
But then it goes to
Because
show
I don't-
how much
because
they
obviously
have.
it depends on how much you value that. I don't value art.
This is why it baffles you.
Yeah, so I'm like, you're willing to pay, and obviously 69 M's to me is, a crazy amount of money. In it. So to pay that for art, digital art, like that, not something I can hang in my house.
I hear that. Would you pay money for sneakers?
Yeah.
Exclusive sneakers.
Yeah.
Not right
And
now.
even then, there still comes a limit to what you can pay because of your
Yeah,
finances.
yeah,
And then it goes up for other people.
yeah.
yeah, that's what I mean.
I could never
Yeah.
entertain the thought of paying more than a certain amount of money for sneakers.
Yeah,
Because that's not what
not
I
what you
value.
value.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
So I can understand the nonsense that transpires. Even when we hear about like Van Goghs and this,
Yeah.
that, Rembrandts and
Yeah.
whatnot,
yeah,
I can never understand why people would pay so much money to
Yeah.
have this
yeah,
because I don't value it like that.
yeah,
Might say it's pretty, but to
Yeah.
pay all that money, no.
yeah,
That's why I'm so excited about the NFT market, bruv. And the fact that it is that you have, well, you're in on one particular part of it,
yeah,
but understand what you can do
yeah,
if it is that you understand the concept
yeah. I think
from day one.
I got to do more research and read a bit more. and watch
It's
a bit
mad.
more.
They're
So
now
I'm-
going to start attaching NFTs to authenticate sneakers.
Yeah,
You know,
So-
every time you say NFT, I think of not for the radio. Don't ask. NFT.
not for the
Non-
TV,
non-fungible
not for the
tokens.
radio.
So,
Yeah, I mean-
where before you had to get some website or someone to say is
Yeah.
that official, and then you get now you have the authenticity
Yeah,
attached to the NFT.
yeah,
Do you understand? And that's going to change how people kind of collect sneakers and make sure it's authentic and this, that, and next. It's dope, man. The whole concept of it,
yeah.
it's dope. Once you get your head around it,
Yeah,
though.
no,
Yeah.
definitely. I got to do some more learning. But no, yeah, it depends on two things. One, how much money you have to spunk on. What's what I'm looking for, extracurricular or whatever, and obviously how much you value that item. But for me, I just couldn't pay that much for
A
art.
digital, yeah.
And it's digital. It's not even like it's physical.
That's what I said. You can't even. It's not
Yeah.
even real.
So my thing is, how much money is that person?
You say that now, but we are going to
I know.
be
I know. We're
living
going to be living in
this.
that age.
When you put those goggles on,
Yeah,
it's a different dimension.
yeah,
Different, and that's where it's going. You've seen Black Mirror and stuff right now. It's going that way.
yeah. I think my issue with like the digital age, is what if, like, I don't like the idea of everything existing digitally. Scares me.
Oh, if
Because
it
what if it
crashes?
Then I've got nothing. Like, it's like pictures now. All our pictures exist
In the
on our
cloud.
phone, on our cloud, in our archives, on our
And
Instagram.
you see how you say that you don't value these images, but all of your images exist in this digital realm,
Yeah, because that's
and there's value there.
because that's
Do you
how.
understand?
No, I get that. But I'm saying that's how the world's moved.
Mhm.
What I'm saying is, it's scary because if I lose my Instagram account or my iCloud gets hacked or
100%, and that's why you pay
everything
for
goes
security,
everything
right?
goes down,
Yes,
then everything's lost.
yes.
And that's what's scary.
Okay. It's even more scary when your entire existence is tethered to this
Or-
digital world, and
No,
then
of
it goes
course. Like
missing.
social media.
And
like,
and that's what
there is a question. It's like if Instagram was to
This
like,
is it.
as much as there's all these other platforms, imagine social media. We literally just woke up one
Mm.
morning and it no longer existed, or it became illegal and was bad. No, not even illegal because I feel like you can still have the black market and stuff,
Yeah.
but literally no longer existed.
Yeah.
Not everybody, but those whose lives,
Depends
like
on
as much as I've got a brand outside of social media, I still need social media is still a big part of my business.
Yeah.
So it's like, what would you do? Like, what would be like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But the thing is, what was the equivalent to that back in the day? So obviously, social media, even though
BBM.
it's got this, no, not in that regard. Obviously, social media has this like negative stigma to it as well as its benefits, but it's an essential tool. to how we live in this day and age, innit?
Yeah.
But what was the equivalent back in the day? Does that make sense?
A lot of other things. Social media's just put everything in one
So,
place. So like, for example, like phone directories or stuff like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just
so what I'm trying to get is that for our generation, if Instagram or Twitter was to go, we'll be lost. What
right, what for our parents
for
or
our
them,
parents, if
what
they lost what, you know what I mean? What would they have to lose for them to be like, you know what? Like, I can't even go on. Because with us, everything's centralized now. Everything's in this one
yeah.
hub. Whereas back in the day, you had TV,
They had filing cabinets
TV,
and systems and
radio, billboards, teletext, the early age of the internet. But now everything we kind of, value is on this one place. And if that one place crashes...
Family.
What's that?
Family, community.
You mean
before the
word of
internet
mouth?
age?
Word of mouth.
No, you were asking what thing, if it went missing, would destabilize them, and just completely break them.
Yeah.
Before the internet age came in, everything was just like the previous.
Yeah.
The internet age changed everything. So generations before our parents, it existed in the same fashion. Just maybe you have fancier cars, or maybe the plane looks a bit more swanky.
Yeah.
But everything else was still the same. It was all based on community, all based on family.
Yeah.
They didn't have things like what we had.
Yeah.
So that's what makes our generation so unique, because we had a foot in this and we have a foot in the next.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, do kids play out? You know, it sounds like a dumb question, but like, I'm playing out today.
Yeah.
Like after school or like over the weekend or like those kind of games.
I think parks still exist.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, like, you know how
Kids
for
still
us
play
it
out,
was a
but
proper like.
I don't think they don't play out to the extent they did back
The way we
in our
played
day.
out, like water fights or like skipping, like in primary school, secondary school, like just the way we were so like you didn't stay at home and like be on socials or communicate on socials. Like I had to physically see my friends.
Yeah.
To be able to still have a relationship with them. Like now, obviously, we've had a pandemic.
Yeah.
There's people I still feel like I've seen all the time. Like even when I saw Tolly, I ain't seen Tolly in ages.
Yeah.
But it
But you
didn't
still
feel like
connected because of social media.
yeah, it didn't feel like I hadn't seen her or like I needed to catch up, because I just feel like, like I see you every week online. So like you're good. Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas when you're young, like for us back then, if I didn't, like 6 weeks holidays were real.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Like if I did not see you for 6 weeks, I didn't have a phone, so I weren't communicating with you. There was no internet. When we came back after 6 weeks holidays,
It was different.
we were literally like, oh my gosh, what have you been up to
Catch
kind
up,
of
innit?
thing.
Yeah.
Whereas now, 6 week holidays, you lot are still seeing each other on socials.
Yeah.
So
Or you're speaking every day on the phone.
on the
anyway.
phone or whatever. So
WhatsApp,
what's the
whatever.
difference?
Yeah. It's true. It's true. No, it's interesting, man.
Yeah, I guess it may be the phone.
What's that?
The phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the phone has changed our lives for the better and for the worse.
The generation before.
I think even for them, yeah.
Yeah.
And
You mean that generation? You mean?
And you know what I find really interesting as well, yeah? Like, you know when you watch mainly American shows, and they page, like you get a page, you have to go to a phone box. I always
thought pages were the most pointless.
I didn't get it. You got a
invention
page
ever.
app and then you look at the number and then go to a phone box or pick up a phone and have to call the person. It's like that was their SMS.
I don't even get how they work. What? Is it like a text? It's a text message.
I think pages to pager.
But if I'm watching a movie or a show, when they get a page, they just, okay, cool, I've got a page from this number. I have to go and call that number.
It was never a mess. It was never
So it wasn't
like
a message like,
no,
hey.
or maybe it was probably call me. Like I don't think it was long enough to like.
It wasn't a full message.
Yeah, because you couldn't reply with a pager, so it's just a one-way message to you.
There was
and then you
some
contact that
pagers
person.
that could go pager to pager. There was some because they had a little.
That was later on.
pad.
That was later
Yeah.
on. I'm talking about the first initial pages that you saw with the one little
Beep, 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 beep.
thin
You'd always
screen.
get beep, 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 and then they'd look at it with the
They'd be like,
glow.
Page number. Okay,
And
cool. I
then
gotta
they'll
go.
go pick up
Yeah.
the phone, yeah.
I didn't ever get that. The two-way pages, I get it two-way. You message me, I message you back. Cool. But the one-way pages, all right, you've paged me to say call me, and it just didn't make sense.
And guys, do you remember how we went from like CD disc Walkmans, so cassette Walkmans, Then we got like the CDs.
Yeah.
Then we got mini discs, and
I
then
never,
now
I never got into mini discs.
Did you
I
get
did.
some MP3 players?
I got I've had every one.
I skipped MP3 player.
Then I got an MP3 player, and then obviously iPhones or phones.
That iPhone changed everything, you know.
No, of course. No, not even that. iPods. Remember, because they came out before the phones.
Yeah,
So
but it's an MP3 player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like you could get any kind of MP3 player, but like an Apple and iPod was like the thing. Then you got iPod minis. Then you got iPod nanos, the really small ones, the shuffle ones. Then they started getting phones.
The funny thing, I never actually had the iPod, you know.
I did.
Never had the iPod.
I had a big one. I lost my cousin's one. Then most of the ones I had were minis.
I remember when you could only fit like a certain amount of songs on your phone back in the day. Like obviously the memory wasn't that big, innit? So you just pick your best 10 songs.
Everyone used to have like 8 gig. Remember your phones used to be 8 gig.
My best 10, that's it. I'm going to rotate the same 10 and then change them out, swap them out for other songs.
Yeah.
It's mad. But going back to money management, just one thing. So I'm going to stress the importance of like living in the moment, but planning for the future, because I had a friend who his life was patterned, like financially, business was going great, and his future was looking bright, like really, really bright. And unfortunately, he passed away. So he had so much in the pipeline, mortgage, car, business was flourishing. He had employees, like he was doing great, he was doing fantastic. And unfortunately, his life was cut short. So that taught me that lesson. Yeah. Like you never know when your last day is coming. When he woke up the morning of his death, he had no idea that was his last day. But it just shows you, like, with life, you got to have that balance.
No, 100%. No, I agree. It's definitely about balance because, like I said, like, I will buy a bag if I really want the bag and I like the bag. Yeah. But I'll also be like, maybe this decision isn't wise for now. Yeah. And it's not necessary. You can get it later. Yeah. But then I'll also be like, you know what? You've worked hard, man. You deserve to spoil yourself. Yeah. There's one gift I'm going to buy myself for my birthday. I'm just waiting. Then.
Okay. Yeah. And listen, money comes and goes, isn't it? And I think I look at money differently nowadays. I look at money as like just numbers in the system. You know what I'm trying to say?
And not a natural.
And then them numbers in the system, them numbers going to be changed, man. And you know what I mean? I don't know.
And do you not find it really amazing, like, or mind-blowing or mad how like, it's one moment, you know? Like it takes one moment. It goes both ways, obviously. But it literally takes one moment to change the course of your life in terms of like finances. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It's mad. Like it's so mad.
And that's why it's very important to always have your mind set in a positive space.
No, 100%.
Because sometimes you find these moments because your mind is in a positive space.
And it's open to receive it. And also, I'm very big on opportunity meets preparation. So I feel like the way I've lived my life in regards to like my brand and stuff is I've got a really good work ethic. Even when things aren't going great. Even when I'm not really seeing rewards that I would want. But I kind of just forget about that and just keep plodding on because I always want to make sure that I'm ready so I don't have to get ready. So...
Yeah, that was my slogan back in the day.
Yeah, literally. And for me, it was fitness related. But like, I think in life in general, I've always positioned myself to stay ready and just always be on job and be consistent. And it's hard. Yeah, consistency is hard. It takes discipline and you have to be a certain kind of person to naturally be able to do it. But anyone can be taught and anyone can learn how to be consistent. Yeah. But if you are consistent in something that you want to pursue and everything, you're giving it 100% and the quality of what you're giving is up there and it seems like nothing's working out or, you know what I mean, it's taking too long, I urge you to be persistent and continue because honestly, it just takes that one moment for someone to knock on your door and you are already, like everything you've been doing has put you in alignment. So you're now in that position where...
Sorry to interrupt you, but at the same time though, don't sit around waiting for that knock on the door though.
No, obviously, you still go about your business though.
Not go out your business. So for example, that opportunity that person has knocked on your door with, try and make the opportunity yourself. No,
but the point I'm making is you don't know what that opportunity is going to be. So you can't sit there and wait. I'm not saying you should sit there and wait for the opportunity because you don't know what the opportunity is going to be. The point I'm making is just make sure you're prepared in the sense of being the best person or the best version of whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah, I agree.
So that you don't know who is looking at you or what they're looking at you for. So that when that moment does happen, you're already prepared. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, I think as well, just rather than maybe waiting around or hoping for someone to, hand you something,
Create opportunities.
create yourself. And if you get handed to you, you get handed to you. If you can create yourself, that's even better. And then you kind of, you're in more control. You own that thing, innit? As opposed to you having it given to you. But I've always lived by that creed though. Stay ready so you have to get ready still. And you can use that in so many different aspects of life. But I think people's biggest issue is like, obviously motivation is the key in it, but I think it's staying motivated.
Yeah.
Like finding motivation for me, it's not hard for me to find motivation. It's hard for me to stay motivated sometimes. And there's so many different facets of life that can kind of distract you and pull you away from your focus at times. There's so many different things. It could be anything, innit? But I try to remember how I feel when I'm motivated and try to, I always want to feel this way. And just channel that as my way to stay motivated.
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to veer left, veer right.
Do you know what I think for me? I guess what I found easy is making things my lifestyle. Like making it fit. Like, so even when I'm not motivated to do it, it's autopilot. So for example, like brushing your teeth. I don't think anyone says I'm not motivated to brush my teeth today. It's just so ingrained in you that it's part of your life. So there's a book I read called Atomic Habits. I read it at some point earlier this year. Really sick book. And it talks about how to kind of like especially when it comes to goal setting. A lot of people write goals and have like a long list of goals that they want to achieve, but no one ever breaks down how they're going to achieve those goals and the steps they're going to take to get there. So it talks about like how to break a habit and how to create a habit and making it fit within your lifestyle and making it fit within things that you like to do. So for example, a random one was if you find yourself like procrastinating and scrolling on social media when you're not meant to, or you're meant to be doing something else. So let's say you want to exercise, you want to work out, you don't particularly enjoy it, but you need to do it, and then you spend hours on socials, right? So they were like, you have to attach one thing to the other. So if you say to yourself, okay, cool, do you know what? In order for me to justify going on social media, I'm going to do 10 burpees before I go on social media. And then that way, you get to do the thing you enjoy, which is scrolling on social media, but you also get to do the thing that you don't really enjoy doing, but you have to prior to it. So it's like the reward afterwards and just doing stuff like that.
You know what's so funny? I actually do that quite a lot.
Yeah.
So for example, just say I had to come here to record, and just to say, I don't know, my day wasn't productive prior to the point of me having to leave. I'd be like, you know what, before you leave the house, do 5 productive things. They can be small, they can be big. Write them down, and I took them like, I like to
You like to write and tick.
So I've got every year I buy a notepad. If it runs out, I buy a new one, whatever. So I'm always writing them in my notepad. Things to do this, reminders, whatever, and I always just scratch them off. So if you look on notepad, it's just bare scribbles because I've scribbled out everything I've done. So I'm like, cool, before I leave my house today, or before I do this, do 10 productive things. Do 5, do 3, do 4, whatever. Just to make sure that I'm making the best use of my time in it.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm doing things that are beneficial. I'm planting seeds. I'm doing things that are gonna, grow and help me. And there could be time. There could be like I could have 5 things. One of them might be do your laundry. One of them could be call XYZ about the project that you're working on. Like let's have a catch up. Whatever it is, write it down and just tick it off. Yeah, and that's kind of how I live. To be fair.
No, and it's a really good way to do it. So, and I think that also helps with motivation because let's be honest, no one's always going to be motivated. Like, you will have moments where you can't be bothered,
especially this past year.
Yeah, lockdown, of course.
Yeah, lockdown has killed people's mojo, their motivation, their drive.
Yeah, you just have to find a way around it. So, like if anyone wants to know the book I'm talking about, it's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. Really good book, really, really easy read and very practical. But yeah, man.
Yeah. But yeah, man. All right. So, did you see the police officer
Yeah.
who?
Do you want to talk about it now though? Because I feel like if this is coming out
Oh yeah, right. You're right.
later, it's going to be so outdated.
You're right. Because this is coming out. Cool.
Yeah, way outdated.
All right. Cool.
But I guess, yeah. It's annoying though, because then we're not going to get to talk about it at all.
No. Weird. To be fair, well, it's not.
But I feel like we can talk about it.
It's not a topic that I'm not pressed if we don't talk about it.
No,
not,
I know.
You know what I mean? But it's something that's happening. What I wanted to talk about more so was the woman who said that men shouldn't be allowed out after 6 p.m.
No, so I was going to say we can talk about it,
Yeah.
but just not the specific incident and talk around the topic.
Yeah.
Even in terms of, I've seen a lot online about, women not feeling safe.
Yeah.
And just that conversation.
Yeah. And even I'm seeing a post going around and it's like
Is it Davina McCall?
No, it's two sentences.
Oh, let me know when you get home.
No, it's what's it? No, protect our daughters.
Oh, cross out.
Cross that out. No, teach your sons.
sons. Yeah.
And even actually, funny enough, there's a girl who voiced on me out the blue sky. Yeah, someone I haven't spoken to for a while, and she was like,
Sorry.
Obviously, she's feeling some type of way about what's happening. What's the woman's name?
Sarah?
Context, please.
You don't know what's going on?
No.
Oh, okay. So.
Oh, I thought you knew about the situation.
Okay, so it's everywhere. Let me get her name so I'm not misreading. So her name is Sarah Everard, and she went missing last week. She's 33 years old, and she was walking home last week, and that's the last time anyone saw her. And they've found her, like, it got confirmed today. So over the past week, they've been kind of like trying to find her, and it got confirmed today that they found her body, like her remains. So it's been confirmed that she was kidnapped and murdered. And there's a police officer who
basically, serving Met police officer Wayne Cousins, 48, arrested on suspicion of murder, kidnap, and indecent exposure of Sarah Everard.
So apparently he's linked to, he's linked to that. So a lot of things online, there's a lot happening online of, conversations and debates about women not feeling safe to walk home at night or like walk around in the dark and stuff like, being afraid to like walk home with headphones in and just the safety of women and just feeling not protected in society. And obviously there's a lot of men bashing and condemning as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like generalizations as well. So I think Davina McCall put out a statement today, and she's received a lot of backlash because what she said, the thing is, I got what she was trying to say, but it didn't really age well.
Read that. Remember back in the day when women used to carry around
pepper spray.
So
that's what.
Rape alarms.
So what they're saying is a lot of women are asking for that to become like a legal requirement, like, or not a legal requirement, but something that women are all given.
Yeah. So what? She got backlash from women or men?
Do you know what it was? It's because of what let me read you what she actually said.
Yeah.
Okay, so she says, female abduction murder is extremely rare. Yes, we should all be vigilant when out alone, but this level of fear-mongering isn't healthy, and men's mental health is an issue as well. Calling all men out as dangerous is bad for our sons, brothers, and partners. So, obviously, online, the conversations are very...
Hold on, do you agree with her statement?
No,
you didn't read her statement just now, did you?
That's what she said.
I thought you said that she wanted men.
No, that's somebody else. That's another.
And she just responded saying,
I don't know if that was a response to that woman saying what she said. Hold on, let me...
Okay, so this is what the Baroness...
Everard was abducted and we suppose killed because remains have been found in a woodland in Kent. I would argue that at the next opportunity for any bill that's appropriate, I might actually put in an amendment to create a curfew for men on the streets after 6 p.m, which I feel would make women a lot safer. and discrimination of all kinds would be lessened. In the week that
Right, so
highly serious suggestion, because I don't have the power to do that. I was just trying to highlight the fact that when the police victim blame by asking women to stay home, we don't react. We just think it's normal, protect women. And in fact, when I suggested about men, everybody's up in arms. So where's the difference? The difference is that there is misogyny out there and we need to fix it. A UN report just said that virtually all women, young women in the UK, have been sexually harassed. And so that might be just wolf whistles, or it might be groping in bars or clubs. But basically, women experience this on a daily basis. Entirely serious.
Now I understand.
yeah,
She was making
A comparison.
yeah, but it was more so a statement as in just to point out the misogyny. So she made a public display, knowing full well that it would go kind of viral.
Yeah.
I understand why she said that now. She didn't really mean it, but she was like,
yeah. Obviously,
you're telling us to stay in? All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
There should be a curfew for men.
And that's the thing, because a lot of the time, especially in like, I guess trigger warning from before, even in like rape cases and sexual harassment, stuff like that, it's always,
Why is she wearing that dress?
maybe if you didn't dress so provocative or all, do you know what I mean? All
Yeah.
that kind of conversation going
Yeah.
around. And what's interesting as well is, do you remember when, I think it was more towards the beginning of the year when we went into lockdown and people were upset about gyms closing. One of the narratives I kept hearing was women don't feel safe exercising outside. And obviously because it's winter, you can get outside at 6 a.m. and it's still pitch black, and then go outside after work at 5 p.m. and it's pitch black. So it's not safe for women. I don't feel safe going out to work out in a park or going for a run before and after work, because men haven't allowed me to feel that way. So I remember that was one of the narratives being pushed, trying to get gyms to reopen, and it was from that perspective.
Yeah. What was I saying before? Yeah, so the girl, she messaged me and said, this is totally random, but based off of what's happened to Sarah, me and my friends have been talking about experiences we've had with men who, haven't, like, just say we had a link or we had a date. They didn't really care about,
Maybe go home.
ensuring I got home safe or taking me home or making sure, the journey was fine. She's like, I just like to say I appreciate you, because whenever we did meet up, you always made sure I got home safe. You dropped me home. You checked on me. So I was going to show my appreciation to you, because obviously there's a lot of guys out there who aren't like that. And I was like, where's this coming from? And then that's when she told me about this. I never knew about this before. I saw an article about the officer, but I didn't know what it was tied to.
Okay.
So she sent me a few screenshots. I was like, okay, cool. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then there's one. Have you seen the quote picture where it's like, text me when you get home, full stop?
Yeah.
And that's the one that kept going around and was basically saying how, as women, we naturally always message, like, I don't know if guys do it, but as women.
What, guys, to guys you mean?
Yeah. I don't know if guys do it,
Not
but as
really.
girls, if we all go out or if we go somewhere, it's always a text me when you get home or let me know when you get home. Like, and that's just how we are as women. And it's always to ensure that the person got home safe, because you never know, especially as a woman, like what could have happened, etc., and stuff like that. So it's just showing the culture or the space of fear that women have to kind of live in. I don't know if the word is fear, but do you get what I mean?
No, it makes sense, because men, like, I do it to women. Let me know if you got, like, if I didn't take them home and they got a Uber or they drove themselves, whatever the case may be in it, I'd be like, text me when you get home, or I'll message them, or do you get home safe, whatever. But with guys, we don't do it to each other.
Yeah.
There's no, concern for our well-being, so to speak. Maybe if I was out with my boy and he was drunk off his face and he went home by himself in the cab, I might, did you get home cool, yeah? Because he was in the state before when I saw him. But generally speaking, men don't really have that type of compassion for each other. And if we do have it, it's not put on display.
I don't think it's just compassion. It's these incidents are majorly predicated and dished up by men on women.
Yeah.
So we never have that fear when we're out and about.
Yeah.
So the whole let me know when you get home. We would never have to think to ask our brethren of in that sense. But with women, again, the history states that it's them that at risk.
Yeah, for sure.
So the whole texting when you get home is even more necessary.
Yeah.
Do you know what also is highlighting to me? Yeah, that I'm very like ignorant in the sense where like, and maybe ignorant isn't the word yet, but like I've never really. It's me thinking that I'm too brave. That's what I mean. Do you get what I mean? Like I'm that person, and my mum's always kind of like said it, or like my friends will kind of laugh, and like growing up, maybe it's the tomboy in me or me trying to prove something, but I've always like done things that I have not put my safety first. So for example, like there was a specific alleyway like behind like a shopping centre, which was like a quick shortcut to my house. And then there's no lights there. It's you know what I mean? You don't walk there during the night. And obviously where the alleyway is, it's like there's like nitties there as well. But I wouldn't be scared to walk that way home. And it's like, but why would you walk that way home? Like why don't you walk the main road during the day? And like, this is the difference between me and my sister. So my sister's very like scared. Like if she was in an Uber in the nighttime, like she'd want to call me and be on the phone with me and stuff. And like, I would like, it's making me reflect because I'd be like, oh, man up. But it's like, that's what I'm saying is very ignorant of me because why shouldn't she feel that way though? Like, why do I feel like I'm invincible? That something like that can't happen to me. So I'd be silly to put myself in certain positions where upon reflection, I'm like, Gina, that's not it. Do you get what I mean? Like when I reflect and like these conversations are happening and people are talking about their experiences, I'm like, oh my gosh, like that legitimately could have happened to me. Like what makes me believe that I'm any better or that it, do you know what I mean? That it can't happen to me.
A lot of the times, and I think you touched on it earlier, when you said you don't know when it is you wake up in the morning that you're going to die that evening. Yeah. Do you understand? Like, I hear people dying here and everywhere, but not me. I hear people get run over by this, not me. So when you're there walking this, that, and next, you're like, that's them.
Yeah, and
your sister's like, that could be me.
I know.
And that's what
and that's
encourage.
That's what I'm saying, and it's also for me and her. I know that a lot of it is difference in upbringing. So my sister's I guess saying a girly girl doesn't make sense, but she's a lot more feminine than I am. She's got a lot more female friends. So when you compare how I grew up to her, it is completely different. My sister never went out late and came home late. I wasn't scared. I'd be out and about late and not be scared of, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just didn't have that fear. And again, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's because most of my friends were male or I hanged around a lot of males. That mentality made me kind of not see myself as like a female. Do you get what I mean? So I moved very different. And growing up in a council estate. So like my sister, we both grew up in a council estate, but again, different eras, different times, different vibes. So like I see the differences, and I think also that plays a role in like how we kind of like think in that sense. But yeah, man.
So if you were to start from scratch, which would you prefer? The mind and the spirit of
me, or
of not fearing anything, invincibility, or caution? Like
I think
sister.
The thing is, I'm not unhappy with how I've thought, if that makes sense. I guess, and I don't think I'd change my mindset. I think it's more not being ignorant when it comes to everybody else and thinking that it couldn't happen to me. Does that make sense? So I don't think I would not walk down alleyways and move the way I moved because that's just me and that's how I am. But if my sister was to call me or be in that moment of feeling vulnerable, not to be ignorant, to be like, oh, man up, man. Like, you're only in a Uber. Do you know what I mean? I think and I know that I definitely would have had that mindset growing up. So, and even now, to be fair. So that's what I would want to change. And that's what I plan to like, that's what I'm thinking about. It's more so my reaction to others, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Boy.
No, but yeah, like I was saying before, remember back in the day, women used to have like pepper spray, rape alarms.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of like women going to self-defense classes. There was a period of time, I can't remember what year it was, but it was very like, it was big on women, you know, being safe, being able to defend themselves, having tools to be able to defend themselves. And I feel like the world kind of drifted away from that a little bit. I can't remember what year it was, 'cause I remember my mum had pepper spray. My mum had not spray, she had the alarm. I used to play with it in my house. Like this, it was fucking loud. But I feel like we've kind of, even though that should be a mainstay in society, and it's probably embedded, but I feel like the emphasis on women being safe is not really a topic of conversation anymore. Whereas back then it was. Maybe that's speaking to the times we were in.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, maybe because again, I don't know.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Maybe during that period, there was like a heightened need for it because of how society was going. Maybe there was more female abductions at the time, or there was more of those kind of cases around there.
Yeah.
But as of now, like I haven't heard of that in a while.
Yeah.
So I've never.
The thing is, do we live in the age where we feel like if we didn't hear it on the news, then it's not happening? Because I feel like that's what.
No, we do. We like, and that's because of social media and the news and like having access to these kind of things.
Because not everything is being reported.
No, of course, but out of sight, out of mind, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think that's people's problem. That if you, like for example, Davina McCall just said in her first line was, "This is a rarity."
I know, and that's what I thought.
And
she's
saying that because there hasn't been a news bulletin about it. There hasn't been any reports about it recently. These things are still happening. Like for example, it's funny because you know when you're younger, and things happen in the ends, and you think to yourself, right, is this going to be on the news? You're not excited about. You're thinking
only certain, and that's when you notice,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to throw the race card yet, but I do feel like a lot of things that happen within our community don't make the news.
Yeah.
So
and
there's loads of things that, and you're right, because when I was growing up, I used to think every murder, like
will be on the news.
Because when you watch films and stuff as well, like that's what gets portrayed in movies and stuff. But loads of things growing up, like never made it to like the headlines.
Yeah, I think it depends on. For example, I'll give you an example. Yeah, growing up, living in South London, I used to hear about a lot of murders or shootings in Peckham or Brixton, whatever.
Yeah,
I used to hear about different Peckham boys who were killed. Because of who they are and because of who they were killed by, it wouldn't make the news.
Yeah.
The media and the police don't care to broadcast the fact that this Peckham boy killed this other Peckham boy.
Of course, because it's gang-related beef.
Exactly. So that wouldn't make the news. And that's what I didn't get when I was younger. I was thinking, how come I didn't hear about my man on the news? How come I didn't hear about this? But I'm hearing about Damilola and all, which are obviously warranted. But it's like, I didn't realize until I was older that, okay, these type of things don't make the news because it's not newsworthy to
and also
the powers that be.
It's what is being portrayed, because if you start talking about gang-related crimes on a regular basis, you're giving it attention and light.
Yeah.
So I understand that.
But then a few years ago, there was like a big epidemic of like young boys being stabbed.
Yeah.
Then those were all on the news. That was on the news every week.
Do you know why? Because it became a what's the word? It became, they couldn't ignore it. The numbers were too high. It was New Year's Day, I think. I remember in particular. And on the front cover of the newspaper, they had all the pictures of all the boys that got killed the following year. Yeah. And it was so mad to look at, because I thought, I think 90%.
When was this? Was this like 2015, 2016?
Yeah.
2014, random time.
Like and they were predominantly black, and I thought, oh my goodness, like you lot just really just, it's mad. It is mad.
They had a particular agenda to push.
No, of course.
Because I can guarantee you're still getting these stabbings right now.
Yeah, no. I don't think that. I think, I hope the numbers,
and remember, it was the whole end the war on knife crime. Like it was that time period where that was the campaigns that were being pushed out.
They were encouraging people to hand in the knives at the police station.
Yeah.
And they wanted to change how the stop and
searches.
So
I remember.
They decided to push up the whole, everybody's getting stabbed. So this is how we're going to address it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oof. I've got some gas problems in my chest. All right, are we done with anything else on that?
No, it's a proper sad, and it's a shame.
Yeah, of course
especially
it's sad.
where
it's really sad.
you're walking home, minding your own business, and I always, you know what? I always like when you watch films and stuff, and you see these things happening where women get kidnapped and some of them manage to escape. I always just think, what goes through your mind during that period, like, and especially when a lot of them are innocent. Like, you don't even know my man. Like, you generally have never seen him before in your life, yeah? And either he's clocked you and been meaning to come after you, or he is like prolific and just has an urge to do whatever. But you're always minding your own business, and a lot of them are unprovoked. And I think that's why they're so hard to deal with, because it's like,
no, they are.
I'm literally just going home, you know, minding my own business, and I've been attacked, and like how do you, like, just what goes through your mind in those moments, like knowing that I'm going to die, or do you know what I mean? It's just, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
No,
it's just,
frightening.
it's horrible.
Yeah, and people who make a decision to alter your life, like, I don't know you from anywhere. I'm going about my business. You've decided to come into my world and just fuck everything up. Like, I have absolutely no sympathy or remorse for anybody like that. Like, it makes me sick, bro. But yeah, condolences to her, and you know, God give her family strength, man. It's sad. It's really sad.
And obviously, it's so heightened now because it's all over the media and the press. So you lot can't even like mourn in peace or like actually come to terms with it as a family. You're gonna have to do with press releases, and yeah, it's a lot, man.
And it was an officer as well. That's another thing. That needs to be it.
Allegedly, but I'm not saying that.
No, the guy was an officer.
No, I'm saying it's not confirmed that it's him.
Oh, isn't it?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's been suspected, so he's currently been arrested.
Okay,
but obviously, I'm not saying it's not him either, but what I'm saying is they haven't banged him to rights.
Oh, okay. I thought it was him. Because if you arrest an officer, there's a lot of pretty damning evidence that would say that
of course.
it's you in it.
It's a bit very dangerous, basically, having his image flying all around if it is that
it's not him.
He's not banged to rights. So one may presume that.
Fair enough.
Hold on, what's the term you're saying? Bang to what?
Bang to rights.
Bang to rights.
Bang
to rights, which means what?
It's 1%. It's you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Period.
Cool. Okay. All right. What else is happening in the world? Maybe we can talk about that. Isn't time sensitive too much? Oh, this is a bit of a banter. You seen the Arms Corleone and Bouncer thing?
Are they having a boxing fight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't delved into it. I've just seen that randomly.
So
is it for charity?
Nah, not for charity. No, the same way Lukaman had a fight.
Oh.
So it's going to be under the same company.
Is it?
Bouncer, Play Dirty versus Arms Corleone.
Whoa.
Who's your money on?
My money's on Arms purely because Arms is just a different
The thing about Arms is
breed of human.
Arms is he could be hench, but he's so mobile.
That's why my money's on Arms.
And he looks like he's faster, got more energy.
Arms is, that's what I'm saying, he's not human. For the size that he is, yeah, I just find it mind-blowing.
Do you know he's only like 23
he's young.
or something?
He's under 25, yeah, he's young.
He's young.
But he's like, but you know in Ghana, yeah, it's so funny because in Ghana, there's a community of like guys, yeah, who look like Arms.
Built like him.
There's a lot of, like, I'm not even joking. And it's those gyms where it's made of like metal. Like they don't go to like conventional gyms.
Yeah.
Like, and they eat like 10 eggs, like a whole yam. Like they're basically like, it's because he's over here, it's weird. Yeah. But in Ghana, like, there's guys that are like Arms. Yeah, literally. No.
The thing is, I don't find his physique weird. It's his strength that I think is like abnormal.
No, I think for me, it's the whole package.
Because I've seen him in real life and he doesn't, it's like Simeon Panda. Yeah. Simeon Panda looks more intimidating, not to me, but intimidated to maybe another person online. In the pictures. In person, he's not as tall as you may think he is. Yeah. He doesn't even seem that big. Yeah. But the pictures make him seem like an animal, like a monster. But in real life, and that's the same with Arms for me, his strength is mad though. His strength is off the charts. But that's what I'm saying.
It's
the guy is too strong.
It's not his aesthetics. Yeah. For me, it's what he can do with those aesthetics. So the fact that he's flexible, he's fast, he's agile, he's like light as a feather. Yeah. But when I look at him, I just think, but like he
weighs a ton.
That's why this bouncer fight, I'm not even on he's henching it, so he's going to be a bit slow. Yeah. Nah, this is not a regular dude.
Yeah. Because they were both doing their little propaganda back and forth.
Yeah. Just
trying to build a hype in it. And then Bouncer had like 300k. Did you see it? He had 300k cash stacked. And he was like, I'm putting this down. Someone texted me, goes, a lot of them them notes up.
Fake.
The old 20s and 10s. Like,
Oh, is it?
you can't use them.
Oh, is it?
Imagine that. Imagine you got 300 bags and a lot of it
So
is
what's that under your pillow money?
the old 10s and 20s. You
Under your
can't remove it.
mattress money?
Yeah. So Marv called me and he was like, would you fight Gappy? Gappy is Dillian White's older brother.
Okay.
Yeah, but Gappy is like tall,
Mhm.
massive, innit? He goes,
Mhm.
would you fight Gappy for
Money,
charity?
yeah.
Whatever. I was like, look, I would fight Gappy,
Mm-hmm.
but the money would have to be right.
Mm.
Because if I lose or if I get beat up, at least I'm sitting on the nice little
Yeah, of
stack of it.
course.
So I think him and Rob and Chisel were talking about, and that's
Or
why
they're trying to like organise something.
we were before, but it was kind of like it wasn't a real conversation. We spoke about it before. No, you weren't here actually. So this is at Free Shots. You were there, innit? You know? So we were talking about doing like the Mandem boxing, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Like pay-per-view,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. I think they put me and Matty together.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to pair everyone together, innit? And people were like, if we're doing it, like we're gonna take it seriously. We're gonna go and train.
No, you're gonna have to.
Yeah, but people say, I don't want to do it because one, I don't want to become a meme. I don't want to get beat up.
Of course, who does?
My image is gonna be, might be affected or whatever. I would do it, but the money has to be right, and I have to make sure my opponent's right as well. Like,
I'll never do it.
I'm not gonna pick someone who I'm odds on gonna lose to him.
I'll never do a boxing fight.
Why not?
I'm not gonna lie. I ain't got the energy to like. I can't deal with losing. And there's a possibility that I could lose. So
You're gonna lose.
for them reasons, I'm just not doing it.
I don't mind.
And I don't like getting hit in the face.
Yeah, and that's my
Because
thing.
the thing is, I've been boxing. I went boxing for I did boxing and Muay Thai for 3 years
Yeah.
religiously. Loved it. Refused to spar. I don't want to get hit in the face. And my coach just kept saying, Gina, get hit in the face once, you'll get over it. Like, it's just the initial fear. I'm not here for it. So because of that,
Yeah.
that already is just me being in my head. I can't lose. Nah, me.
You ever had a fight?
Yeah, when I was younger.
You get hit in the face. I don't mind.
Nah.
I don't mind getting hit in the face, but I don't want to get hit in the face.
But you know what? When you're fighting, I guess obviously when you're fighting, it's different in it because it's adrenaline and you're kind of on a hype and
Yeah.
you don't. Boxing is strategic. Like you can't just go in there and swing your arms. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I always think that even if it is getting a fight, I think that I got them
Moves.
Roger Federer like techniques.
Man says Roger. I'm talking about tennis.
No, and I like
Yeah,
and
it's
you know
because
what?
how he plays
Yeah.
tennis.
You know
understand?
what? I like to use my legs.
Yeah.
And my legs are strong.
Yeah, so
so
move around.
for me, mine would be more of a
Oh,
Muay
as in
Thai.
kick them up.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm a kicker.
Wow.
I'm a kicker.
No, I think every
So
man,
cage fighting, MMA.
every man should get banged in the face.
Yeah, just to feel how it is.
I remember this. So basically, in secondary school, the first time I got banged in the face. Yeah. So to come
Have I
out
been banged enough?
to
I don't know.
to come out of our main hall to the playground, yeah, there's like this bridge, yeah, and there's always people on either side of the bridge, just chilling, whatever. So then one day, me and my boys are on the bridge, just chilling, whatever, and this one boy, Jermaine, but some of his boys were also on the bridge, innit? So he ran out of the bridge, I think he was chasing someone or was getting chased, yeah, and he tripped over my foot, landed on the floor, boom. Bear in mind, he's like a Brixton boy, like he's got olders in the school, so he's credible, innit? I'm just liquor old me, innit? So then he fell over, hit his face on the floor. Obviously, it's an accident. He tripped over my foot. I didn't stick it out to trip him up a minute. So he gets up and he looked to that, he realized it was me, but he knows me. We're in the same year. So he was like, okay, cool, it's an accident. His boys were like, right, you're gonna have that. You're gonna have that. What man trip you? You're gonna have that. I'm like, Jermaine, come on, you know, come on, you know me, innit? Bear in mind, Jermaine's shorter than me. But because of who
Means nothing.
but because
Brixton.
of who he is,
Affiliated.
it's like I can't really. So then he was like, he didn't let them gas him in the moment, and I walked away. Cool. And then I think they must have been in his ear. This nigga come to find.
Came to find you.
This nigga came to find me, and he came to find me now. So it was him and another brother, yeah. And he goes, nah, bruv, like you tripped me out. Man just bang,
Is it?
punched me in my face, just clean hit. It was right on my fucking cheek, yeah. It didn't knock me out. I didn't drop nothing. I just turned my head and I looked up.
You have to wait up. Wait up.
And his boy was like, raw, what? Is that what you got? Because
Oh my days!
You mad?
Because he's
Because you took it.
you're thinking, right, I took your bang. Like, Jermaine, what? Is that what you got? He looked at me, he goes, I just stood there because the thing is, the punch hurt, but it wasn't like a killer blow.
No.
Like I was standing there.
You
innit?
know what? I respect you. You know,
100%.
I respect you.
Do you
because
do it? Do you know what would have happened back then if it is he decided I'm gonna finish this guy?
Yeah. No,
If you were to finish that, there would be
The
repercussions.
thing is, I know my school, innit? I know who everyone is. So I know who this guy is. I know if I try
So if you fight him,
to fight him, just him and the boy who is there will beat me up. I'm in bear in mind, I'm in maybe year 8 or year 9. Just those two alone, I'm done. I'm small, I'm scrawny, but I had heart. You can't just, but I wasn't going to fight him for sure. I was just going to, cool. So then I think he didn't let his guy gas him again and say, whatever, man, just go, like, whatever. This was just before we had to go back to class. Go back to class now, yeah. And a couple of my boys saw, like, bro, what happened to you, man? I just saw Jermaine banging your face. So then I'm telling them the story now, but I don't think I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, did it look like you were
He
hyping
banged me,
them?
it was nothing. I just told him, look, he banged my face, didn't really hurt, it was whatever.
Yeah.
Somehow this got back to Jermaine and his boy. So the next day,
Jermaine and them.
So the next day now, oh, yeah, I heard you were telling my man that
It was nothing.
there was nothing. I was like, come on, man, I didn't say that. Trying to play it down now. After a little bit of conversation, he just squashed it in it. It was done. Because I'm like, bruv, look, it was an accident. You banged in my face.
What more do you want from
like,
me?
we're square. We don't need to have this back and forth every day, innit? We're square and just leave it. That's the first day I took a bang, held the bang. The thing I've had 3 fights in school. All of them, you know, when you're fighting, you don't really feel the punches because of the adrenaline.
You know when you feel the punches after a fight.
Afterwards, yeah.
Fam, when you get hold
and then your knuckles
and
as
you
well.
sit down and everything wears off and you're back.
It's
long.
But because that bang was just the punch and that's it. So I was able to like really absorb it and okay, cool. I actually got hit in the face and yeah, but that's the only time I've ever been.
But
hit
you
clean.
used to have a lot of scruffs back in the day, right?
In school, I only had 3 fights in school.
Not fights, as in just play fighting.
Oh yeah. So basically, you must know. Do you remember? It was called coursing.
100%, but I call it kind of scruffs.
Okay, so you grab each other by the collar and you're just
swinging around.
Drapes. That was like a sport.
Yeah.
We used to, okay, cool, who's drapesing today? Or
So you'll rip your school shirt and when you go home,
That is it.
your
So-
mum will give you the backhand.
or someone would randomly challenge you to a coursing match and you'll just be coursing. What you think about it now? It's just boys being boys, isn't it? Like we're just fighting for sport. And the first person on the floor or the first person to get pinned up on the wall and you can't escape. Alright, cool. I tap out. But the aim is not to tap out. So yeah, we've done that a lot.
And then ones where not Mega Rush, but you know when you used to just come and just knee somebody just in the thigh.
Or the Ultimate one I hated. When you got a fresh trim, the slap on the back of the head. I don't know that happened in your school.
No.
Alright, so if you had a fresh trim, it was custom for you
Jesus.
to get slapped on the back of your head.
Did you lot wet willy people?
Nah, that's not
Nah,
good.
it's just white people.
Yeah.
No, because in my sixth form, boys used to girls.
I'm not gonna lie, if anyone puts their fucking saliva
disgusting.
finger in my ear,
No,
that's a recipe to
bruv.
get beat up.
But it was guys, isn't it? So it's like, oh, fuck off, man.
No, never.
You went to a white sixth form, right?
No, my sixth form was black. My school was white.
That's weird.
That's what I'm saying. I remember the
Black
one. The thing is, the guy Daye. I'm looking at him now, and I remember the joy he used to get. I just used to think,
I remember the ties being.
peanut.
Oh, the
When you
peanuts.
yeah.
Some peanuts, you're there for about 10 minutes trying to get that shit out. The strong peanut.
I hated peanuts.
Nah, peanuts were annoying.
You know what? In my school, so we had to wear like blazers, ties, all of that, yeah.
Yeah.
But when it got to spring, we got to wear summer shirts. So it's literally just like a polo neck with the school logo.
Yeah.
I used to love March,
Yeah.
Come March when you can just wear who's got time to be ironing their shirt? I would rock up with a creased a tee.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I used to love that.
If I didn't want to iron my shirt in school, I just put a jumper over it. The V-necks.
Just had to iron the collar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the
Them
trick.
ones,
Iron the collar and
yeah.
just iron about there, just in case a little bit comes out.
But there were times when it is
Do you know what's funny?
break or lunch would come and I know for well I had to take off the jumper. And
Shirt hella creased.
Do you know it used to kill me when my mum would be cussing my brother and be look how dirty the neck of your collar is. Like, mum, because it used to get like grey, innit?
That is a nostalgic moment.
Mum.
The collar, the brown collar.
My mum
I'm livid.
used to go in because they'll be playing football, sweating at playtime, innit? And it's just collecting. Listen, she used to get so angry when she used to wash my brother's school clothes. It used to kill me.
And I remember I used to, after a certain age, I used to wash my own school clothes. So I always used to get my collar,
And
wet it, line it with powder, and
before you put it in the
scrub
washing
it,
machine.
then put it in the washing machine.
Yeah.
Because after a while, that brown ain't really coming out.
It stains, that's what I'm saying.
It's staying. And then you got to get new shirts.
I really miss school.
What kind of shoes did you cycle through?
Cycle through.
Kickers.
Did you have kickers?
Yeah.
And then there were times when...
Well,
you had them-
wallabies
No.
actually.
For me, kickers were in college. They wasn't out when I was in secondary school.
It's so funny.
That speaks to my age.
It really kills me because kickers was definitely school for me.
Yeah, kickers was college. Wallabies was definitely
was school.
secondary school. Loafers, definitely secondary school. But I had one of them mums, where me and my mum used to battle about shoes. So I used to want the popular shoes.
And
I
she'd get
used
you
to want-
church-looking shoes.
I used to want the loafers, the wallabies. And sometimes I'll get them, but sometimes I wouldn't.
Yeah.
And sometimes
My parents were singing into his clacks. So...
oh yeah.
Oh, where you get them do clacks
Yeah,
and
it
that?
wasn't
Oh.
class kickers.
Yeah, yeah.
It was some strong joints. This gonna last.
Yeah.
I hear
Yeah,
that.
sometimes I'll get the church shoes or just the city worker shoe.
Yeah.
Man, I don't want the city worker shoe. I want to be cool in school, man.
So for girls, so dolly shoes, obviously,
Yeah,
like whether it had a bow, a buckle, a little whatever.
Yeah.
So I had those,
yeah,
but then so my school, girls wore trousers or skirts,
yeah,
but I was predominantly like, so year 7 and year 8, I wore skirts.
yeah,
When I hit year 9, like
Yeah.
tomboy season,
yeah. Just trousers.
trousers, and then
Yeah, same. in my
and then
school.
black
Girls-
train and then
girls-
black
girls could wear
trainers.
both,
You
yeah.
weren't allowed to wear trainers, but
Yeah, everyone wore trainers.
obviously
to school.
everyone wore black trainers. to
Reebok
school.
workouts, all black.
Yeah,
That was it.
but we'd get sent home.
Not
You know
my
what?
school.
In my school, yeah, and this is you know how people talk about like hair and stuff, yeah?
Yeah,
Like, and this is what happens when you go to schools that are not predominantly black,
Yeah.
showing the difference.
yeah,
We'd get in trouble for like brightly coloured hair. So like if I
Yeah.
had like I didn't wear weaves
yeah,
until I got to sixth form.
yeah,
So secondary school was natural relaxed hair
yeah,
or braids, yeah.
yeah,
But like if you had like blue extensions
Yeah.
or like colour in your extensions,
yeah,
you'd get sent home. Like you weren't allowed brightly coloured hair.
yeah.
But if the Oyubos are doing it, my school, you had like the grungers. Like obviously, you know in schools you got different cliques.
Different cliques, yeah, different groups.
You
yeah.
had the grungers who had like mad coloured hair, the spiky hair. They didn't do nothing. I remember one of the boys in my school, he did like China bumps.
Yeah,
He got sent home because he had China bumps. They were like, oh, this isn't school uniform, blah, 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 blah.
no.
Like they were very
Yeah.
picky about like what they classed as as part of uniform or not.
In my school, you wouldn't get away with it, but you'd get in trouble. Like, for example,
What,
hats was a
detention?
big thing. So, shout out to Mr. Morrison. He's still got that hat you're wearing right now. He
took
has
it.
that hat, but he has the
Blue.
purple one. I had that one and the purple one. To this day, he has that. Well, he hasn't got it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he
he
has
took
that
that
hat.
hat from me.
So in my school, if you had a hat on, it gets taken off by Mr. Morrison and
Yeah.
it's in his office to come and get it at the end of the day. Trainers, we weren't allowed to wear trainers, but people used to get away with it. There's one boy in my class here. Shout out to Raymond. Yeah. Shout out to Jamie, because Jamie used to come to my school. Jamie listens to this pod. Jamie would attest to this. Yeah. Raymond used to wear Reebok workouts every single day. This guy used to get away with it. I don't know how, but I can't remember this guy ever wearing. Jamie, if I'm wrong, DM me in it. But I remember Raymond used to wear Reebok workouts, to school every day, yeah. And then you do them things where you used to sometimes you used to show off. So let's say you get a new pair of crepes, yeah. And they're not even black, they're just any crepe.
You just don't care.
You don't care, just rock it to school because you want to show off. And then you used to thing is, in my school, they're not gonna send you home. If you forgot, you forgot it. You'll get in trouble for the day, but that's it.
Oh, as in like you wore them and you're going to change into like your school shoes.
Yeah, no, I just wouldn't bring my school shoes.
No, but I mean, that would be the gist.
Yeah. But I remember a couple of occasions I just wore them. But the mistake I made was I wore my best crepes to school on a normal day. So when they came to
Non-uniform.
when they came to unclosed day,
Okay.
I'm rocking up with the same crep.
Brent, did you say non-uniform day or did you say own clothes? Because the fact that you said own clothes day has rattled me.
Yeah.
Non-uniform.
Yeah.
No, unclosed day.
I've never heard that. So I just thought, own clothes day.
Yeah, unclosed day still, yeah.
Non-uniform day, babe.
No, we called it unclosed day.
That's what's killing me. The fact that you don't call it that.
I'm like, okay.
Non-uniform day though, you come in with the fresh TNs and everyone's just like, is it?
Not me. I used to hate non-uniform day.
No,
Sorry,
like
I used to hate no clothes day because my parents never used to
drip you out.
drip me up early days. No, they never did. To be fair, I dripped myself out when I could.
I'm lucky,
So I used to
and
hate
I
it.
always say this year because I had older brothers,
Yeah.
and so luckily for me, like both my brothers worked in JD and Foot Locker,
Oh, you got that life.
and my cousin Samuel worked in Foot Locker and JD.
Yeah.
Even though he used to steal from them, obviously this is years later, so
Yeah.
it's fine. But literally, he'd call me and be like, "Yo, come." Get in half an hour.
Yeah.
Literally get in half an hour. Come to the till. He'll give you your bag, your box. You're out.
Oh,
you're
you're
gone.
lucky,
That's it.
lucky.
So I was so lucky
Nah.
growing up. So when it came to trainers, I definitely never lacked because my brothers used to always bust me, and
Okay.
because I was kid size.
Yeah.
either they bought it for me or because they worked there, they got a discount. And again, because it's kid size, it was really cheap.
Yeah. So me, I had no older brothers.
Sorry.
No older cousins, really. No, I had no older cousins, really. So I never really had like a male figure to pattern me when I was younger. So I used to rely on what my parents could give me. And then when I was old enough to save my own money up, I remember the first thing I ever bought when I saved my money up, I bought this Adidas.
Fubu tracksuit.
No. Adidas bottoms, blue with the orange stripes. And I bought...
I used to like that colour though. That colour, I think that colour...
I love that colourway.
That colour, yeah, sick.
Neon Nicks. Then I bought this luminous yellow Diodora t-shirt. I used to wear the two together. Those two clash. But I used to wear it together.
I remember when Diodora, and then people used to be like, I adore your trainers. Like Bustoke and like, or Kappa.
And then with crepes, my thing is, my dad used to pattern me younger though. I remember one time when I came home randomly with Reebok workouts, classics. Do you remember Mizuno? Remember Mizuno? You know Mizuno, man.
I don't.
My dad used to pattern me occasionally. He wasn't like consistent with it. He might give me a pair of crepes here and there. But I remember one time my mom came home with, do you remember Snoopy?
Yeah, of course I do.
The cartoon.
Yeah, the dog.
Snoopy crepes, bruv.
Swear.
Snoopy as in like...
Yeah.
Cartoon.
You know what I forgot to tell you?
Man, I can't wear these.
You know what joke I forgot to say when Lanre was here, yeah? And I always tell him this to humble him in life.
Yeah.
That I remember when he used to have Manchester United trainers, yeah, in secondary school.
In secondary school?
Yeah, in like year 7.
That brand. Mizuno.
Oh, okay. Never knew the brand.
Never.
No, but I've seen the logo.
No?
So in like year 7 or year 8, yeah, he had Manchester United trainers, and then when the logo started fading, he took a permanent marker and drew a Nike tick.
Wow.
And I literally, every time he tries to act like brand new, I'm like, bruv, are you forgetting that you used to draw your Nike tick on your trainers, big man?
Wow.
Do you remember Kalkani jeans?
Yeah.
Do you remember Kalkani jeans?
But it's crazy because I didn't really take it in. It's only like when he came back with Pretty Little Thing, I was like, oh, I remember this. Like,
Kalkani came out with Pretty Little Thing?
Yeah, they had a collab like
okay.
last year or the year before.
So I had the all black Kalkanis, yeah, but the Kalkani logo was massive on the thigh, yeah. Obviously, when you had Kalkani jeans when you were in school, you were the shit in it. So I was the shit for a bit in it. Kalkani jeans, whatever. No, everyone who had Kalkani jeans, fuck you.
Sorry.
What I'm saying is, back in the day, having Kalkani jeans was like the thing.
No, I'm joking. Come on.
Primary school days, isn't it?
Yeah.
So obviously, after a while, I can't keep wearing these same Kalkani jeans, innit? So I was like, Mum, can I have some new jeans? What about the black Kalkani jeans, whatever? I'm like, Mum, they're old now. Hear what her solution was. Go on.
Cut them and turn it into shorts.
No, rip off the
logo.
Exactly. No,
jeans.
not rip off the logo. The logo is threaded in. You want me to take out...
She said unstitch it.
You want me to unstitch the logo is like this big, by the way. It's on the fly. You want me to unstitch
Mama was really...
the Kalkani logo.
She was really trying to get
from
her
my
money's worth.
From my jeans and just rock them.
Your jeans.
It's impossible. I just didn't wear them again. I can't. I'm a kid, by the way. I'm not like a fucking seamstress. I can't take out this fucking Kalkani logo.
Neatly either.
I think she even tried to do it. I'm like, Mum, you're really trying to cut corners right now. No, it's fine. But she had done the whole jeans thing though. Cut the jeans to make shorts.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
I knew that. You see how quickly I went there?
Yeah.
What it is that they were actually battling, what was on their plates.
And you're coming there talking about what new jeans.
Obviously,
no, I get it now as an adult.
No, I'm just saying that the stark difference is so vast.
Yeah.
Because now, as we become parents,
yeah,
we're not having to battle with this left, right, and center. That
no, of course. Like
so we can entertain.
Mama,
I know full well that in social circles, if it is that you go there, you're going to get ridiculed. Yeah. Do you understand? They came here, they didn't care about that at all.
Of course.
Yeah.
They didn't know what life was like in schools because they were collecting us from schools. Yeah. They knew what life was like in the flipping office and in the washrooms and wherever it is that they work in, mostly in hospitals and this, that, and etc. But now everything's different. Yeah. We can never look to go on to our children out unprepared.
No, of course. Like, the thing is, I don't want to spoil my kids, but I want them
I'm not going to embarrass my children.
Huh?
I'm not going to embarrass
No, I'm not going to embarrass them, but I don't want to spoil them either. Like, I don't want it to be like, I want the latest Jordans.
There's a nice balance.
No. When I want to buy them for you, I will. Not because you want them. Yeah. But I'm also not going to make you go with Manchester United trainers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because our parents didn't know what the drip was.
No, exactly. So I'm not going to make those mistakes and like...
I remember one time I went to America. I said, Mum,
Yeah, I remember you told me.
I said, Mum, can I get some Air Force One?
Yeah.
This woman didn't buy me Air Force One. She bought me something. They were Air Force.
Yeah, Nike Air Force.
Nike, but they're not the same. They're just any hench basketball prep. I gave it to my dad.
And you really wore them, I remember.
Yeah, my dad would rock anything, really.
Of course.
Like I gave my dad a pair of trainers the other day that I hadn't worn before because it was too small. Yeah, that was nice, but still, my dad's not really picky with like.
Of course, they're
stuff.
not going to be.
You know what I mean? Air Force, I was living because she bought my sisters nice Converses, like the all black joints. I was like, I could have had these, but instead I said to give me Air Force Ones, and then you bought me these. Live it.
And obviously, it's not like back. This is time ago, innit? So she ain't gonna FaceTime you or like WhatsApp you.
Gina, the worst thing is she called me from the store. She was with my cousin. So I thought, okay, at least my cousin, he's down. He knows what to buy. He knows what to tell her to buy. No, still got the wrong crap.
Obviously, if it was this day and age, WhatsApp, quick send a pic and be like, I want
Is
these.
it these?
When you go there, you show the sales assistant, my son wants these. Don't point them to where they are.
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle. As long as the shop's got Wi-Fi, you're calm.
It's funny because when you think about it, like, I remember I had friends in school who always used to get like the latest Nikes, latest Reeboks clothes. I'm like, damn Jamaicans.
Yeah, they were the flies.
It was always the Caribbean ones. You always had, I remember my boy Jerome from primary school, he always had the latest Nike crepes, where I'm just there rocking my Snoopy crepes.
You know what? I'm going to be honest though. I'm lucky because my mum definitely, look at even the other day on the pod, like my mum's always been clued on.
Yeah.
So she's always made sure that I was set good. Like she definitely, and that's because she liked that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So she always, like if I wanted something and my mum, I'd be like, Mummy, can I have these? And if she liked them, because she's into, like, that's her bag. Like she will spend money on fashion and clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
So it could be ridiculously priced.
Yeah.
I just got to get a few good grades and grid my teeth.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm chubby in it. So it's just like, oh, she lacks self-esteem. So let me get let me get it for her. Let me get it for her.
Yeah.
Like my mum would do, so you know how she was saying like, exclusive, how she'd be upset because like, you know, I'm not girly or whatever. Yeah. I could be like, Mummy, let's go clothes shopping.
Yeah.
She will go clothes shopping with me just to encourage me to like be girly. Like it was never, she would spend money on clothes for me.
Yeah, and I get it.
To encourage me to dress more feminine so she could be happy with that.
Yeah, I think with my mum, like, my mum always wanted to give me what I wanted, but she would buy me maybe what she liked, what she thought was, you know, valuable, what she, you know what I mean? It wasn't always what I wanted. And then only, I think once I got to maybe secondary school, that's when I started to get more of the stuff that I wanted to get. My mum was a big catalogue woman. Littlewood's catalogue.
Freeman's, Littlewood's,
Littlewood's catalogue was,
Next,
that was my mum's bag. She had the whole,
Newman's.
the whole credit line with them.
Yeah,
so
of course. So did my mum.
my mum, Littlewoods was her, ordering Littlewoods every weekend. So I had to go, Littlewoods catalogue, trainers, can I get these?
And you'd
Buy them.
circle
Yeah,
it.
can I get these
and
ones?
then you'd
Yeah,
fold the corner.
yeah. So when the catalogue started coming in,
Catalogue
started
clothing.
to get the crep still.
We've got the internet. We've got ASOS. These
Yeah.
lot had to call.
Yeah, catalogues.
That's what I'm saying. And order clothes from pictures
Yeah.
and not know the size and we'll see it on a model. You just got pictures. Fold the corner, circle it with the size.
Yeah.
And then your mum will call, make a phone call order, and then it will arrive.
Yeah, I remember
Not
that.
no next day delivery, same day delivery
Littlewoods,
thing.
bruv.
Like
And
the
then
times have changed.
When that package came,
You knew.
smiles.
Do you know
bruv.
what's really funny? I remember when I got my first job
Yeah,
in the cinema, I wanted a pair of 501s
yeah,
and they were like 80 quid.
yeah.
And obviously, at that age, spending 80 quid on jeans is a
Yeah,
bit hard.
I got a story for this actually.
So I literally was like, Mummy, I really please. I
At
really
that
want this."
age, I'm not spending 80 pounds on jeans today.
Oh, I would.
Congratulations.
Yeah, if I would. It depends,
What,
innit?
£80?
I'm not spending 80 pounds on jeans.
No, I know, but I
I'm getting
mean,
2 for 25.
where you going? Base.
From where?
Buttons.
But where's Burton?
What did you say? Trainers or jeans?
Jeans.
You don't pay 50 on jeans?
I'm not paying 50 pounds on jeans. Sorry. I don't care about how I look like that. You know
No,
that?
fair enough. That's what I'm saying.
For me, it's more about the quality of the material.
This has lasted me for how long? And when this died, I'm going to buy the same thing in the same place.
Okay.
Where are those from?
Buttons.
No, where they're Burton?
What do you wear them?
It's
They
not-
look Burton.
Thank you very much.
Do
They
they?
do, yes.
Well, because they're just playing with
They
no,
ain't
like,
top man.
No face, no face.
They're not top man. I can tell. They're not top man.
I've never bought anything from
But that's what I'm saying.
Zara because
But
Zara
top-
doesn't do my length.
No, Zara does. I've got Zara jeans.
Serious?
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm bursting.
I got Zara jeans.
What do you get? What is it called?
What? The size?
Yeah, I need it kind of like tapered.
The one I've got is it's slim fit, but it's like stretchy jeans.
Okay, and is it what, long?
34, 36. So 34 waist, 36 leg.
Okay, I'm not 34 waist. I'm like
What?
narrower.
What, 32? 32, 36? Yeah, you can find that.
I don't know. I don't think
Remember,
so.
at a certain point, nothing in Zara could fit me. And after a while, everything could fit me. I'm not sure if they changed
Maybe
their
they changed.
sizing.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe they changed.
an XL Zara would come up really, really tight on me back in the day. But now XL Zara's, they hug, they fit, it's snug, innit? But yeah, what I was going to say about her story, I remember in year 11, I bought my first pair of trainers, Nike TNs, baby blue. I saved up 100, this is when they were called 110s because they cost 110. Saved up £110, bought them from JD. They were my like pride and joy. Obviously, coming from the household I came from, I couldn't tell my mum that these cost £110. She'd be like, why do you spend that much money on that? So I had to just, whenever I bought something expensive in my household, I used to just take half off. Oh yeah, these are 50. The funny thing is, I used to buy stuff and present it to my parents. I don't know about you.
Yes, because they will end up seeing it anyway, and they will ask you where you get money from. So I was like, hey, this is what I got.
So whenever I bought something new, it was a ritual to go to my parents, say, Mum, Dad, this is what I bought. When I think about it now, that's kind of weird.
Nah, not for me. Not for me.
You
I
know,
would rather get it out
did you ever do that?
of the way.
When you bought something as a child, did you have to tell your mum, like, Mum, I bought these jeans or I bought this top or whatever?
With whose money?
With yours?
No.
Yeah, so I had to tell her, like,
I didn't do that.
and then, no, it's so funny. I used to tell them that I bought something. They'll be like, okay, good, let me see it. Mum will take the trainer. She'll do her test. She'll be like, I'm like, Mum, stop squeezing my crepes, bro. I was
She's creasing.
creasing it. She's like, okay, cool. These are good. These are good. These are good. How much they cost? Bear in mind.
Where'd you lie?
Bear in mind they cost 110. This is TN I'm talking about. Oh yeah, £50. I'll just take the price down. But I'm like, but it was like her ritual to always bend my crepes. I'm like, this woman knows what she's doing here. You're creasing my new trainers, bro. It was so annoying. But it's funny how, like, just growing up, I'm thinking that it was, I used to like present them like, Mum, Dad,
Really?
you all right? Yeah, okay, cool. Just showing you what I bought today. I bought these jeans.
That's
I bought
so
this top.
cute. I've never, ever
Is it?
had to. I guess because it was my money, it was like.
Because they're going to ask me, where did you get that from? But bear in mind, my
But
parents...
was you working though?
No, this was in year 11.
Oh, so again.
Basically, my parents didn't know what I was doing. I was saving my dinner money. So basically, in my school, if you had free school dinners, you used to get a
Token.
ticket.
Yeah, we could.
People used to sell the ticket all the time.
I used
Yeah,
to
yeah,
sell
so
my
did
tickets.
they.
Not my tickets. I used to get tickets from all my white friends who normally had either packed lunches or this, that, and next.
Yeah.
I don't know how they got flipping tickets if it is.
Yeah.
Some the packed lunches.
Yeah.
But I used to have like 25 tickets.
Yeah.
And each of them would kind of equate to £1.50.
£1, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd sell them for 50p.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't get tickets. I used to buy tickets. But buying a ticket was cheaper than me going and using my own money.
Oh, so you take
So
money.
you buy a ticket, and I'm talking like tickets cost 50p, a pound. It was dirt cheap.
Yeah.
So to buy the ticket, even though the ticket's a pound, it'll get me more food for my pound.
Yeah.
So I used to do that and save my dinner money. I used to save whatever I could save, and then a month, whatever, I'll go shopping.
Do you know how I used to save money?
What?
Bus passes.
Oh yeah, I've done that. Listen, Gina.
I was.
Doesn't change it. Use the same one.
Yeah. Just cut it.
When it could
stick
be.
on.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
caught twice though.
I don't know if I've been caught before.
No, I did, but it was like you know when it's the last stop as well? Like we're literally at the last stop. The bus from here is going into the garage. Let me get off the bus.
Yeah.
My man's come on the bus at the top. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. And they're not, and the way they would do it, is they will take it out of the, like, you know how obviously with a bus you flash it, it's mine, yeah. He's literally making you take it out. And then I just knew, and then the bus driver just, I was like, oh, here we go. And then he's writing you like the fine.
I don't think I've been caught before, but I used to be a hoarder, dude. I used to have a box full of bus passes.
Yeah.
And whenever I needed a certain date or colour, look through, okay, cool. Scissors, prick stick.
Yeah,
make
but
sure
that's
it's right,
exactly.
intricate, put it into
But
the
the
sleeve.
thing is, I literally never got caught by the bus driver. It was only when there was an inspector on the bus who was doing thorough searches.
Yeah.
Or sometimes if the inspector was on the bus and I was downstairs, I'd get off the next stop.
iBus, inspectors didn't come to the back.
Oh, was that rowdy?
Was it?
Is that rowdy?
100%. It was
I
full
hear
of green coats, Marvin's people,
Yeah.
and also my people.
Okay.
So they would never
Get on
come
the
to the
bus.
back. They would come
You know
and look. They said, "Yeah, I'm staying right
You're
here."
right. You're right.
They'll
You're
put their hand on
That's
these.
why.
I
It's
don't,
'cause
I,
when you
don't,
lot
I
went.
don't remember inspectors coming on the bus when we were kids. Because remember, our buses are packed anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mad.
You know how hard it is to now regulate this
Mad.
packed bus of
Nah,
people.
listen, big like Essex, innit?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're coming on the bus.
Okay.
They're coming on the bus like regularly. And obviously sometimes it's like you will see that he's on the bus here, you'll quickly run downstairs and then get off the next stop. Well, obviously if you're coming off the bus, he can't question you if you walk away, innit?
Yeah.
But where he's come upstairs, cornered you and he's standing at the stairs.
Yeah.
And you have to show it when you're going past.
Yeah.
It's the last stop. It's going into the garage. Where are you going?
Yeah. Have you ever been caught and had to go to court before?
No.
I have.
We just got fined. Like they'll just write you you know what we used to do religiously?
What?
Do you know? Okay, so there was a period where we found out about Braintree. Braintree is an area called Braintree, yeah?
Okay.
It's like in Essex.
Yeah.
And it had a Nike outlet. Like it's like going to what's this place everyone goes?
Bicester.
Oh, no, Yusuff.
Reduce.
No, you said Bicester. You said Bicester Village. He said Bicester.
I apologize.
No, get out of here, man. But anyway,
Bicester,
Bicester Village, right? So before Bicester Village,
Yeah.
for us lot was Braintree. So it
Okay.
was one train from Stratford.
Yeah.
That went there, innit?
Yeah.
Train was like £13, yeah.
Yeah.
No one who's 15 or 16 is paying £11.
Yeah.
So we just get a child travel card
Yeah.
and hop from thingy to thingy,
Yeah.
yeah? Or hide in the toilet. It was one of those trains that had toilets.
Them toilet
Yeah.
hides.
Right. And there's bare of
Remember
us.
them days,
I remember we're going 15 man up,
Yeah.
boys and girls. Oi, what you lot doing tomorrow? We're going Braintree. Do you want to roll? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So we're all there now. No one's really got peas like that. And to be honest, a lot of the boys I hanged around with that time were fraudsters in it. So they had
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
But we would just go, you would just buy whatever equivalent you could buy. Or you'd steal. I'm going to be honest. I did steal clothes when I was younger.
What year was this?
Year 11 and sixth form.
It's funny because
So first year, sixth form.
when I was in school, there was no such thing as fraudsters. Like that, we didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, no, but you know what?
But it's funny how your generation
They
existed.
But then also, it's because the guys who were big fraudsters when I was growing up,
Yeah.
funny enough, they still bang fraud. And I find it so mad that after all these years, you lot ain't changed yet.
Yeah.
They had older brothers.
Yeah.
So their older brothers were... Oh, man. Of course, from young, they've put them lot on from young. So when I'm growing up, these have got car like year 11,
Yeah.
first year, sixth form, they've all got cars. Like
Yeah.
bangers, obviously.
Yeah.
But they're on the roads, they're
Yeah.
driving. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so we've gone Bicester now. And why did I start talking about this? Oh, bumping the trains and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
just bumping trains, getting there. People are stealing. They got caught. And then the rest was history. I was like, you lot got caught in Bicester.
So what were your hustles in secondary school?
Secondary school.
Other than the ticket thing, you
Hair.
used to sell hair?
No, I do hair.
Oh, how much? How much?
Like £10. I'll like cane roll someone's hair.
Yeah.
Like,
Lunchtime before school.
yeah, lunchtime or even after school. There's one boy in particular whose mixed race, his mum's black, who's like my classmate. His mum would pay me. So I'd go to his house after school
Yeah.
and cane roll his hair. And she'd cook me dinner. She was so nice. And
Yeah.
then he just went off the rails.
I didn't have any hustles to make money. I had hustles to save money. So the bus pass, the ticket. I didn't really start. My first legitimate job was, I was 17. So I worked in Woolworths, my first job. So I didn't really have the, come to school with Snickers. Let me sell my Snickers in school. I never really had that. I started doing illegal stuff when I was older. Small, not major, but I never had one of them, like, I want to.
Hustle mentality.
I had friends who were like paper boys.
Yeah, my brother did that.
I never really done that. It's only when I got to college that I thought, you know what, I got to start getting my money up because I need to start dressing in a certain way.
I worked in the youth club though. Like summertime, I did like
I got a job.
summer schools,
Yeah. Yeah.
which I enjoyed actually.
Sorry, what were we again?
Hustles in schools.
Yeah, I don't have to school. To be fair, no one really did, to be fair.
To be fair, again, like my first job was I was 16.
Yeah.
So
No really, in my school, nobody had hustles per se. Everyone was just, I remember there was this one boy. There's one boy, yeah, people used to just milk him. His dad had a news agent, yeah. And this guy used to get, the thing is, at first, he used to do it to be popular. They would come to school with bare money, he'll show it off, he might give you 5, he might give you something. You might ask, oh, yo, I beg you give me whatever, he'll give it to you, just to be popular, just to make friends, innit?
Is it Imran?
Huh?
What's his name?
Close. But after a while, I think he got in with the wrong crew. The crew was my friends, to be fair. And they started to like use him now. Because once they got a sniff of it, I'm thinking, right, okay, cool. Because no one was asking him where he was getting the money from.
Was he stealing it from his dad's shop?
Exactly. So now, imagine, I think we must have been maybe year 8 year. So imagine for like, I don't know, a whole school year, or maybe even less, he's showing money off. He's scrambling money, by the way, all the time, and everyone's going crazy for it. If you know you need peas,
You go to him.
ask him, he'll give it to you because he has it, Come to school with bare money. And then after a while, a certain group of my friends just tapped into him now. So then I wasn't involved. So I'm seeing them come to school now with mobile phones. This is,
Oh, wait, so they're taking that much peas from him?
coming school phones, this, that, and the third, da. So now I feel like he started to feel pressure now. Because maybe at first he wasn't stealing. Maybe at first that was his pocket money. Then because now he's in with the popular guys now, he's like their little cash cow. So now he's stealing money to keeping up with the Joneses now. So they're going to Croydon after school, buying this, buying that, da. So then his dad gets wind of it, innit? So now he's telling his dad, no, I'm being bullied, I'm being pressed, they're making me do this.
So they went and came to the school.
Came to the school, it turned into this massive thing now. I think they had to give the phones back, da. It just became a big fiasco, innit? But I remember he was everyone's like cash cow to a certain degree. Like,
Was it?
He was like milking the well, innit?
And he didn't leave the school?
No, he stayed in school until the end.
Rah.
You know what I mean?
I was proper greedy in school, you know. I mean, nothing's changed. But like I've never not been, are you going to eat that? Or give me your ticket, please.
Bro, you think, bro, my school, people...
Yeah, no, but like,
Break your burger
when
off.
I think about it, yeah.
Them burgers was lit, you know.
Yeah.
Fam, the burgers in my school were lit. The thing
I'm
is,
telling you.
But did you really like burger and chips? I weren't really a burger and chips person though.
we had a chicken burger and we had a quarter pounder. Yeah. The chicken burger, yeah. When I think about now, it was head of shit, but it was sick.
Yeah, and the little wrap that was around.
We didn't have, no, bruv. We just
It
had,
was plain?
we had, hear me out. We had a bun,
Yeah, chicken burger,
chicken
lettuce.
burger, no,
Oh, we had lettuce.
bun, chicken burger bun.
That is it?
Oh no,
That's it. And you used to put your own sauce in it. But it was lit.
Alright.
It was lit though. There was no,
It didn't come in the wrapping?
the quarter pounder did.
Alright.
The quarter pounder came in the wrapping.
But you know what I really
'Cause
liked?
when you-
Did you not have like lasagna and them kind of things in your school?
Yeah, but
Later
later
on.
Yeah.
So yeah, like mine was more like the pastas and like, you know, things that proper fill you up.
Yeah.
I was more like, I ain't eating no burger and chips. I'm going to be hungry in an hour. I'm going for,
What, burger chips didn't fill you up, no?
nah.
I
Think about it
I
now,
always had
yeah?
extra tokens.
If you go
tickets.
McDonald's
Okay.
now, yeah, and you get a meal.
But you
Yeah.
couldn't, you had to send
not
somebody
filling
else
you
to
up.
get it. Because
Yeah, because obviously if you got 2 tokens, it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
you shouldn't have 2
Yeah,
tokens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. No, what? So you go McDee's now? Yeah, but if I go McDee's now, I'm not buying burger, chips, and drink. I'm getting burger, chips, and drink, and an additional
Yeah.
2 triple double
that-
cheeseburgers.
That's my point.
Whatever meal,
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
This is my point, yeah?
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to because it's meant to be a meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, meal's only relative though, because there's certain
Yes.
meals that you would eat that won't fill me
Precisely.
up.
no, I know, but I'm saying like, I'm greedy, but I don't eat a lot. Does that make
Yeah.
sense? So in my head, yeah, if I'm going Mackie D's, I'm gonna get a quarter pounder with cheese or a Big Mac. You get your fries and a drink, even a large. Yeah. But within an hour, I'm knocking on my stomach. So when I'm younger, burger and chips in the canteen ain't really gonna hold me till I gotta go home.
Yeah.
And I know I got chicken and chips after school. Then I'm gonna eat my dinner. So
Yeah.
I'm going for the pasta or like the thing that's gonna look bare on my plate that's gonna like fill me up.
Yeah.
But then to be fair, we were allowed from year 10, we were allowed to eat outside.
Yeah.
So there was a chippy.
Yeah. A chippy.
We had a chippy. So I'd go there like and just get fat chips and they'd have fried chicken.
Yeah.
Or obviously we had favourite chicken.
Yeah.
You'd go favourite. And obviously favourite's expensive in comparison to like Kennedy chicken and all the others that like Dixie that are like £1 in it.
Yeah.
Like 4 wings and chips £1.
Yeah.
Favourite, you're paying like £2.50. Like that kind of realm. So I only really went favourites on like certain occasions.
Okay. Do you know what my first illegal hustle was? But I didn't see it as illegal because it was petty, but it wasn't illegal, innit? It was illegal, but you know, when I tell you, you understand. So I used to work in fitness first year. But I was a fitness instructor, but I had a good rapport with the sales guys, innit? So then what we used to do was, they used to duplicate membership cards, yeah?
Oh, and you sell it to people.
But the ones they duplicate, they'll make sure there's no picture on the system. So we used to sell those cards to people who wanted gym memberships.
Yeah.
So you just give us a flat fee for the year, and then That's it. Use a card. We used to tell you, okay, cool. This is the home branch where this person actually comes. Don't ever come here.
Yeah.
But use it at
Others,
innit? So I can't remember how much. Just say it was £600, for example. I'll take half. I'll give my girl half. If for whatever reason your card fucks up, call me. I'll call him.
Again.
Yo, change his card. Do whatever. When I tell you, yeah, that was a proper business for me.
No, it sounds like it. When you're talking about 6 bills, 3 bills.
It was, how old was I at the time? I was maybe like 21, 22. That was a business for me. I was making, obviously I was working at 50 as well, but that extra money,
Yeah.
listen, it was sick still. But yeah, that was my first illegitimate hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a few others, but yeah, that's the only one I'm going to say. That's the only one I'm going to talk about.
I hear that.
But yeah, school was fun, man. The thing is, they revamped my school dinners. I think from year 7 to 8 or 9, we just used to have like shit, basically.
No,
chips,
yeah,
burgers,
7 to
whatever.
8 is
Then
the...
I think 10, 11, they revamped it. Someone came in and changed the whole
You had more
menu.
options. You had like
More
chili con
options.
carne and
Yeah.
them man there.
Yeah. But we always had something called meal of the day.
Oh, okay, I didn't have that.
So you had your chips, your burgers over here,
Yeah.
but you had your meal of the day over here. Meal of the day was like, you might have peas and pasta and lasagna. No one rarely ate there because it was like the healthy option. And obviously, as kids, you just want to eat the fucking roughage.
I loved food in sixth form though.
what I
I'm
mean?
not gonna lie, the food in my sixth form slapped. But then the problem was, we had like, it's the area, innit? So it's first gate, and then you have Caribbean shops, Chinese shops, pizza, chicken and chips, whatever. And obviously, because they know a lot of people around our students, they always had student deals. So I'll be eating Chinese on my lunch break for like £3.50, and it'll be egg fried rice and ribs, or egg fried rice, and they'll give you like rice and a meat. So sixth form, my diet was really bad because I literally had everything on my doorstep. And then, or you go to, what's the Caribbean shop called? I think it's called Wenty's. Oh my gosh, you know about Wenty's?
Yeah.
We'd literally go there, and lunchtime you'd get rice and peas, jerk chicken. She'd give you a dumpling, 2 plantains, for like £2 or something like that. And then you would just eat that. Or you go to like the chicken and chip shop and you'd get a pound pizza, but you'd get wings as well, or chips on the side. And remember, I'm eating this every day. It's mad, you know?
School you went to? Sixth form, sorry?
Angela's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, Angela's.
Yeah, literally. So it was a field day.
Interesting.
And then when people started driving, like the man them, then we'd go, did you ever go to Limehouse Wings? The Chinese shop in Limehouse?
No.
I don't care what anyone says, yeah. It is the best Chinese shop ever to exist.
Is it still there now?
No. It's closed down like a long time ago. We even got banned from there.
Why?
Fight.
Okay.
It was a buffet in it. It's called Wings Buffet.
Okay.
But they did takeaway. So you'd pay £5 for a long container, and obviously as much as you can.
Yeah.
And as long as it can close.
Yeah.
So obviously when the man them were driving in sixth form, we'd literally, Limehouse to Forest Gate, it's not long. We'd literally drive there on our lunch break, pack the container. People are like, oh, you going wings, yeah? I beg you get me a thing, and then tell you what to put in it. And we'd just come back, sit in the canteen and feast.
I used to go to the shop, as in go out. I wasn't supposed to because I hadn't hit year 10 yet. And I would collect orders.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell them, £1 to get it.
To get it.
Yeah. I used to come back with 2 big bags. I used to make bare money in secondary school.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Hustle, man.
Not for that though. You know them rubber bands, and you put in pellets on the rubber bands?
Yeah.
I used to make those Trinidad way.
Yeah.
And I used to do the token tickets.
Yeah.
And pin up the wall. But I used to play with like 20p's and 50p's.
Okay,
and I was dope at that.
I didn't ever play pound up at school, you know.
And then the straws.
Straws.
You know the straws, the sugar straws.
Yeah.
You get 100 for £1.
I used to
Oh, you used to sell
75p
them.
each. Yeah.
Okay,
It was
okay.
ridiculous.
You know one boy that I went to school with, what he used to do, yeah? To be fair, he was on the road to be a criminal from early, man. He would, every morning, I'd always see him do it. It used to kill me. So he'd go to like, parking meters in car parks.
Yeah.
So he figured out a way. I don't know how he'd do it, yeah, but he'd always jam it and all the money would pour out. So every morning before school, he would
coins.
clear out the machine, like legitly every
Was it?
day. Andrew would go and I'd see him and he tried to teach me. I was like, bro, I'm not getting this. He'd literally fiddle with it and I'd watch it drop. Then obviously in my school we had vending machines.
Oh, go on.
So
I got a story for that.
vending machine time, he'd do the same thing, but I was like, bro, you do know the camera, wherever the vending machine was, there was always a camera right there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, big man, they're gonna see you. Andrew didn't care, but he got kicked out of school early anyway.
So robbing the money from the vending machine seemed like the best thing to do, innit? But to me, that was impossible. So we used to just rob the food. So,
Shake it.
So in uni, we had a vending machine on the ground floor of our uni hall, innit? When you shake, I think I had not even discovered how to do it.
You shake it. And
There was a particular technique here,
Yeah.
and it was foolproof. Because whenever you done it, something's dropping
Drop out,
every
yeah.
time. It was like, you shake it a certain way, boom, chocolate, boom, drink, crisp. We didn't even care that the vending machine was next to the fucking reception hall, like next to the reception. We didn't care. We just do
And
it.
you know what's crazy? Because in your head, yeah, you're like, I'm not really stealing because it's like,
No.
but you're stealing.
No, we knew we were stealing. But we
No,
didn't
but I'm
care.
saying you didn't. I don't think you. Like, I know it was stealing,
Yeah,
but because it's not of a high value,
yeah.
you just don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah.
But bruv, you're legitly
I
like,
think bare people must have done like, petty theft when you're younger, innit?
yeah.
Like I remember in uni, someone who may not be named, the guy in the middle, he showed me that a certain store didn't have any tags
On their
on
clothes.
their clothes.
You know who didn't have tags on their clothes? H&M.
No, okay, cool. So H&M, it was H&M and I think it was Top Man, but I think H&M in particular. So him and another guy told me, oh yeah, you know we've been from H&M. I'm like, swear, how? Oh, because there's no tags. I'm like, swear down. I ain't in on this. You know what I mean? So I went and get a couple pieces for myself, you get me?
You hear that?
But yeah, petty stuff, young stuff, innit? But yeah, man, this trip down memory lane has been good still.
I enjoyed it.
School days. If you had to pick one, okay, cool. I got two questions actually.
Last two?
Last two and done. Alright, cool.
I'm tired. I need to sleep.
Alright. Well, no, we're past the time anyway. So if you had to redo, I'm sure primary is not the answer, but primary, secondary, college, or uni. But the options are, I want two answers. So which one do you want to go and relive? Because it was lit, you enjoyed it. And which one do you want to go and change? So relive and change.
I'm going to give you one for each one, yeah?
Yeah. So which one would you want to relive?
I'll relive primary school because primary school, I didn't hate going to school. Like primary school's all right, but nothing great happened. But it was all right. Like,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't mind reliving it again.
Yeah.
Secondary school, definitely relive.
No, you're going to give me one for each. So which one would you want to relive? Which one would you want to change? Like change the outcome and how it was?
I would change uni
Okay, for what
because I feel like I didn't do uni justice, man.
Okay.
Like, I went to Manchester. I didn't explore, like I didn't enjoy the city. Manchester's a lit city.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it justice. I
Yeah.
kept running, coming home to London because my friends were here or like,
Oh, okay,
you know what I
okay.
mean? Like, rather than proper explore it. And then when I left and I went back
Yeah.
to visit people and like stay over the weekend and stuff, I thought, nah,
Yeah.
I proper slipped on the job.
Yeah.
Therefore, go back and change uni.
Okay.
And then then I'm not going to relive primary school then. If I can only give you two, I'll relive I hated sixth form towards the end, let me not lie. I'd relive secondary school.
All right, cool. Brent?
I'd relive. Do I have the knowledge today?
Yeah.
So I'll take that knowledge with me.
Yeah.
I'll relive secondary school.
Okay.
Because there was a girl there
Yeah.
that I just didn't give time to because I was in the football pitch 24/7.
Yeah.
And maybe I will be a virgin right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I may have tapped
Okay.
it in, like really. And I would. No, I would change secondary school.
You change it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll relive primary school
Okay.
because everything in primary school was just stellar.
Yeah.
Captain of the cricket team, captain of the football team,
Yeah.
biggest guy in the game in play center.
Yeah.
And there was a Greek girl that used to play with me,
Yeah.
like play physically with me.
Yeah.
I was going to say play with you.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one that you said?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, I think I would relive secondary because secondary was just mad fun. Secondary was mad fun. Change. I'd probably change uni. I would change the course I did. And I would just, even though uni was fun, I feel like I left a lot on the table with certain things, girls, and just, I think my first year, I was still much being a good boy. You know what I mean? And then, I took all my morals and values from my household and I brought it to uni where I should have just...
Disgusting, right? How dare you?
Yeah, how
dare
I
you?
be a sensible person. And it wasn't until my second year I was like, I kind of became a bit
Spread
more
your wings and
free in
that.
it. I wish I'd done it a bit more earlier. So yeah, I would change uni, but I'll read secondary school still. I remember I was having a convo with two of my female friends from uni. They're like, they were telling me about all the girls that liked me that I didn't know or make a move on because I was just so fucking naive. So you know, I think you liked you. And I think you liked you. I'm like, seriously? Oh shit! Like, I never knew that. I was like so oblivious to, and I don't think I was developed in I wasn't who I was today, so I wasn't really in tune with what was going on around me, innit? So I left a lot of opportunities just there, innit? But yeah, I'll definitely change my course for sure as well. But yeah.
What would you study?
There's a whole load about uni. I'd change then.
Being who I am now, I'll probably study something media-wise. Well, to be fair, no, because I done a master's in marketing after my first degree. So I'd probably have done something marketing related for my first degree. Yeah. Because I done a master's because I wasn't happy with my first degree. So I thought I need something else. So I done my master's.
I would have went to the uni that I should have went to.
Which was what?
Aston in Birmingham. If I could do it all over again.
Okay.
Instead of going to Manchester to follow man.
You went to follow? Oh yeah, you followed your boyfriend at the time. Innit?
Is it?
Yeah.
When you said man, I thought you were just chasing randoms to Manchester.
No, because he's played for Arsenal. Then he left. Then he got signed to Bolton.
You've never told me who he is, innit?
What's his name?
I ain't telling you though.
No, but
not on air. I'll tell you afterwards.
No.
Clap it up.
No, I'll tell you afterwards.
No, put it in my phone so I can just...
I'll tell you.
So
Okay, so you can Google
react,
him.
So I can react.
You won't know him though.
He's for Arsenal though.
No, when he played for Arsenal, he wasn't first team. He was like youth team. Then he.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Alright, cool.
I might know still.
But yeah, then he moved to. Sorry, the nostalgia is killing me. Then he moved to Bolton. So obviously Manchester's near Bolton. So that's why I went there.
So this is the infamous X.
Yeah.
You know, I've never seen the face before.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
First time ever. Now I can put a face to this. This is mad.
You've seen him though, because we've been at an event and I've showed you
Yeah,
him.
that was at
Daye's event, innit?
No,
Or
that
pitch,
was
or
at
something.
the O2. So whose party was it? Someone's birthday at the O2. It was
Glorious.
yeah, Gloria's party.
Yeah, I showed you him.
Where's he playing now?
Oh, he don't play anymore.
Didn't make it?
No, he got released from Bolton, and then
Sorry.
did a lot of what's it called? Went to a few other clubs.
I remember.
Guy.
Huh?
Oh, that guy.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's decent, man.
I remember at the party he was doing his rounds, innit?
Yeah.
You know, just mocking him.
Because whenever it comes to me, it's always awkward, man.
Yeah.
It's not awkward on my. It's awkward because everyone always looks at me like,
Do you think that he felt like you're the one that got away?
oh, badly. I know
Is
that.
it?
But look at where she is now. Come on.
But do you know why I know
No,
that?
Still has
Let me tell
night
you
sweat.
why. Yeah.
Yeah.
The hilarious joke is. So
Yeah.
last time we saw each other.
I'm so happy I'm got a face to it now. I feel related.
The last time we saw each other is, but it's because I see him all. Like the thing is, we have mutual friends.
Because-
we literally grew up
Sorry,
together.
he isn't. I mean, obviously I saw him that day, yeah. But prior to that day, I had my own image.
Oh, is it? But he's not what you thought.
No, he's
Okay.
he's much better looking than the image I painted.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
No, not reflecting on anyone. It's just,
No, you say she couldn't have gotten a handsome guy, basically. you're saying.
no, for some
Because of
reason.
the state that she was back in the day.
No, I think because she painted the picture of an ugly
Oh,
Person.
yeah.
personality,
Yeah.
I just painted the ugly guy. But
Yeah.
Well, not ugly, but you know what I'm saying.
I get what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's no Idris.
yeah, basically.
But
Oh,
yeah.
he's no what was it? Not Scorcher. Chip.
My mum, innit?
Your mum.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, everyone, check out
Listen,
Patreon.
me and Georgia had the conversation and she was just like,
We got an episode with Gina's
absolutely
mum,
not.
which is out right now. Absolutely hilarious.
Oh, was the episode out, yeah?
No, remember this is.
Oh, by the time this comes out, it will be
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
By the time this comes out, it will be out. We've got an episode with Tolly, which is hilarious, and an episode with Gina's mum, which is hilarious. So check those both out on Patreon right now. Sorry, go on. What are you saying? I was asking
Oh, him,
you.
the one that got away. Oh,
Do you think that you're the one that got away from him?
no, I know I am.
Have you had this verbal confirmation? From him?
There's too many things I can say that just confirm
things
it.
that were told to you.
Yeah, no, like even from him, like
Okay.
the thing is, he's not the kind of person who like will shy away from like.
Telling you how he feels.
Can I clap?